Snark Tank. You're about to get your ears glazed by the great Chris Raygun, Derek Blackman, and Tom Sweeney. Sit back and prepare for some action. Sit back and prepare for some glazing glory.
You did not destroy our nuclear facilities.
Oh, this is news to me.
It is. You are funny. You are funny, orange man.
Are you Iran?
I am Iran.
Okay.
Yes, it is me.
Iran. I'm sorry.
It is me, Mr. Yes, yes, I'm glad to-
I'm spelling it. I'm sounding it the racist way.
Iran.
Far away.
I ran far away. You took my joke, man. That's my joke. I killed you now.
Oh, sorry.
We're Americans. We do take.
Yes, I build my nuclear bomb and I kill you because you took my joke.
I build my nuclear bomb and I kill you. Welcome to the Snark Tank podcast. It's me, Chris. It's him, Sweeney. It's him, Derek. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine it? I mean, you don't have to because you're looking at it. Patreon.com/Snark Tank. Early access, ad-free, all that crap. Exclusive episodes. You know where to go. And snarktank.shop for merchandise, Final Fantasy, Autistic and Afraid, all sorts of other shirts. We got some older drops there as well. Check it out, guys. This week is hilarious. This week is hilarious to me.
It's been
This year's been hilarious, really.
Dude is only halfway through the run, bro.
I know it's not
He's
even.
only
Not
halfway.
even.
He's only halfway through the 1/4 of the run.
So
1/8 of the run.
you so needlessly complicated that.
But it's right.
Sure.
It's right though.
You could have just said we're a couple months in.
Halfway
Through the first half.
Yeah, first fourth.
The first fourth. You suck.
Halfway through the first fourth.
Yeah.
You're stupid.
Whatever.
Hey, bro, we
So
all got
Epstein,
there.
listen, Epstein turns out just total accident, just a total misunderstanding. It was like a Seinfeldian circumstance where he was scratching his nose in the car, and the person next to him thought he was picking his nose, and everybody's now thinks he's a nose picker.
Yeah,
and that's exactly the poor situation our poor friend Jeffrey Epstein got himself into, because it turns out there's no client list at all. That's what the DOJ and the new Trump FBI are saying. Weird. There's no client list, even though, like, what is it, a couple months ago, Pam Bondi was like, the list is on my desk.
They did a whole fucking press conference.
Yeah.
They did and handed folders to influencers, these chuddy influencers. And to show that, like, it was obvious that when they didn't discuss anything afterwards, they handed them nothing.
Yeah.
They were holding up and taking these photo ops and shit. And I remember seeing these fucking jackasses like, you just love getting played, don't you guys?
Dude, that binder must have just been... You know those videos of people showing people in supermarkets, like, memes, but, like, in a binder, like, printed on paper, and just like, look. That's what that binder must have been. It just must have been, like, a bunch of J.D. Vance...
all those
AI
memes, yeah.
Photoshop.
I feel like it was the script to Half-Life 3, and it's just nothing. It's just blank pages. Like, look at it. It's right here. Look, let me do it. It's like 300 pages of blank, and you're like, isn't it great? And you're like, what was this for?
The script is G-Man Gordon, and then the rest of the pages are game happens.
Game happens.
And then the last one's game ends.
Game ends.
That's great.
Game amazing.
For half an hour.
Whoa. Is this Vince Gilligan did this?
They're just like, all right, now smile. Like, smile, and they're just like, yeah, this is great, guys. Why haven't those people been killed? Like, for real, though. Like, you know what I mean? Those people that went along with that shit.
Crazy. I don't look, man.
I think that shit's fucking maybe two more crazy things happen, like two more like outwardly crazy. Cause this sort of contained internet crazy, you know. Like if you're not into politics, you're not gonna see this shit exactly. You know, you may hear about it, but you might not see it. We need two more like straight up fucked up things to happen before it gets like
it is just crazy.
Brimstone and fire bad. And I'm like, all right, cool, go for it.
It's just crazy to me that like. How can you build, like, I'm pretty sure Dan Bongino, who's like currently the head of something. I don't remember do you remember what his title is?
I don't know what fucking job they gave that dumb asshole.
Yeah.
What he, I don't know, was he associated with the FBI before? I don't know if it was before, or I just know that he was just some dumbass fucking podcaster that way too many people listen to him on the right.
Yeah.
Like when I was looking at his numbers, I was just like, this guy it's like a piece of whetstone doing a podcast. And I just thought
That's like Lex Friedman though too. Like the success of certain podcasts confuses me greatly.
Sure, yeah.
Because I really don't. Lex Friedman, I really don't understand.
I actually started. I think I figured out Lex Friedman.
Oh yeah.
Where
Explain
I
to
think
me.
there's I think streaming is responsible for Lex Friedman. I'll explain this. I was trying to think of why there were so many streamers that are so goddamn boring, and I couldn't figure out why people watch them. And I think people replaced just dead silence, dead air with just anything, and it became long form content and like Lex Friedman. I feel like none of these people are listening to any of this shit, but they can't just sit in silence.
Oh, you know what it is? It's like if I listen to a podcast with a boring person and they have dead air, or like if they have silences, then it's like that's not my silence. I'm not boring. You know what I mean? It's almost like a self-help thing where it's just like, oh, it's not my fault that I feel uncomfortable right now.
Yeah.
It's this guy.
It's kind of. I was trying to watch and I was trying to game and watch something, but the game was getting kind of interesting because I was fucking around with it a lot, and so I started to realize if I have to put something on, it needs to be much more like tranquil and much more like it needs to just be like kind of in the background.
That's crazy.
And I feel like that's what streaming is now, and that's what Lex Friedman is, and all these people that just. You're not listening to them, and I think all they do at the end to pretend like they did listen, they look at and scan the comment section and be like, "Oh, I agree." You know, like,
That's crazy. I play intense FPS to like heavy house music, and I'm just tripping.
Well, heavy house music isn't.
well,
that's exactly the point.
That's good. Like that is.
Yeah, there's a lot of
no.
noise.
I'm talking about
I don't
like
know what's going on.
Noise is fine.
I have both volumes maxed. So I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I mean, that's yeah.
I'm trying to.
That's a little insane.
Yeah,
I got into computer games when I was 30, so I'm fucking trash, ruining everything for everybody. And I'm like, I'm doing so good. Check my score, fucking 3-98.
98.
They are farming the fuck out of me, dude.
That's like
That's
too many.
impossibly
That's too many
bad.
kills for them to get without having won the game ages ago.
That's why it's like, what is the cap?
That is impossibly
first
bad.
100.
I want to do that. I want to play a game with my friends.
and you're by yourself.
yeah.
I want to play a game with that. I think next time we boot up Halo, to see the what you call it, the collector's edition.
The collection. Yeah.
We should all see who can die the most in one game. We should see who gets the most deaths.
You know, that's interesting.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I bet I would know how to do it though.
I don't think
Because I know the heat maps. I know where people go.
I think I
Just
could
stand in front of the power weapons and just wait.
I think I could die more than you. I really do think I could die.
We should put
more
that to
than
the
you.
test. That's a good idea.
We should do that tomorrow.
Could you stomach dying that much though?
Yeah.
I don't think he can. I think he's gonna start getting upset. I just can't do anything about it.
Do you know how many
And I play on M&K too, and I know I'll die more than you.
The thing is, it's like I've probably died in Halo collectively more than you've killed in any video game. Because I've played Halo so much.
That's true, but I think what happened is going to bother you because your instinct is going to be like, oh, throw a grenade, get around corner, do that. I'm just going to be lost in the water. And I think that's what makes it funnier.
Dude, I've been playing the collection recently because I've been trying to do this. They have these like speed run things where it's like apparently
saw it,
like,
yeah.
and I was like, oh shit, I didn't know you could. I didn't know that this was a thing, or I forgot. And so I was trying to speed run. It's like it's fucking hard, but that game's so beautiful, man. Like that game ages so well.
What, 3?
Yeah, just the sandbox of it.
I love
I've
that
never
game so
seen the
much.
same thing happen exactly the same way twice in that game, and it's just like I love it. But
Do you think you think Epstein played Halo?
He might have
there's
tried it.
probably a pretty good.
He might
like,
have tried it.
I would, based on the time period that he was like kicking it,
Yeah.
like where he was like really maxing out.
He was
his,
hanging out with rappers and fucking him
Yeah.
and Donald Trump were freaking high-fiving as they walked into second grade classrooms.
when he was when he was in his min-maxing era of like getting the maximum amount of kids on the maximum amount of flights.
Right.
I can't imagine that Halo didn't come up at least a handful of times,
That's a good point.
especially in that era. You know, that period of time.
That's a good point. Like, oh hey, I got the new Xbox. I got that box machine on the
Yeah,
plane. They're like,
they got the 360, and then they were like,
Xbox?
you know, you can play video. You can hook your iPod up to this and play music while you play games. So like, while you're molesting, you can play Halo and listen to fucking I don't know
fucking corn.
Enya.
Enya.
I'm trying to imagine like the most uncomfortable music to be listening to in the midst of being molested. And I feel like Enya's probably it, actually.
That's pretty good. What about Sade? I think Sade would be good.
Sade?
Ain't like Smooth Operator, where you're getting molested.
Smooth operator.
That's just villainous. That's more. That's not as uncomfortable as it is fucking evil. That's like listening to the devil in me or whatever it is while you're getting molested. And you're like, damn. Or the devil in me? The devil was devil in me.
Well, the devil's in you for sure, but
Yeah, which
It's
song?
devil in me. It's the
What song you talking about? Devil Went Down to Georgia? What song you talking about?
no, it's
are you talking about Beals?
Huh?
Beelzebub?
What artist are you talking
I
about?
forgot. I think it's
You're not talking about
Slipknot?
Beals by Stephen
Slipknot?
Lynch?
The Slipknot, I think.
Oh,
The Devil and Me?
The Devil in I.
And I. there you
Okay,
go.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, speaking of Slipknot, the Ozzy concert. Did you see that?
Oh yeah,
I saw a
the-
clip of it and I was like, this is
Icarus
horrendous.
went to it. I didn't see
It's
that.
actually it was actually way better. I saw a clip and first clip I saw, I was like, oh, this is. I had to turn it off because it was so bad. It was War Pigs because I think there was confusion because Ozzy was singing an octave lower. And they were playing in their original key. But the weird thing is they've done there's a 2010 live concert that they have that's like really dope. Where I feel like that's when he should have stopped playing forever because I was just like perfect cap. Where they went octave lower because he didn't want to sing as high anymore. Anyway, it was perfect. It was great. It seemed like there was a miscommunication because he's like, much lower, and then the guitar's like da-na, like how it used to be, and I was like, I hate this. I was like, what's happening? Oh, but like I heard
He was decrepit when I was a child.
that's the
Well, he
thing.
wasn't decrepit.
He was
He was
gone.
old.
So
He
here's
was gone.
Here's the
How old is he now? How
here's
old
the
is
thing.
Ozzy Osbourne?
I think he's in his 70s.
That's crazy. He
Really?
made it that far.
That's kind of a rough 70.
Well,
The fact he made it that far.
he-
I guess yeah, he is a rock star.
partied really hard, yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
Here's the thing, though, and I believe this. So, because I know Sharon Osbourne lies a ton. She's like a fucking horrible person.
That's the wife, right?
Yeah. But they said, and in the early 2000s, why he was so fucked up was that he had a specific medication that was making him that way. I actually believe that because he's not doing that weird shaky mumbly shit like he was during the reality show when he was like, and everyone was like,
that
the
shit was
fuck's wrong with that nigga?
Dude, I remember seeing that on VH1, obviously, like during Flavor of Love or some
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, even as a kid, when I was still forming like where I should stand more, I was like, should he be on television? Should he be on?
Imagine watching VH1 and
then having a moral conundrum.
and finding one person on VH1 to be like, should this guy be on television? That's everybody on VH1.
Remember
everyone-
Midget Mac?
Who?
Remember Midget Mac from I Love New York, the little person they dropped in the river?
Oh my God, Mitchell.
I totally forgot.
They were doing a
Midget
thing where
Mac.
they were doing something where they had to like get from one platform to another in the water, and they dropped this small black person there, so he can't swim. There's no way he's making that, bro.
You're
He's got
unlocking
like
shit.
2 negative status of X.
He's got poisoned and stun at the same time, and it's like, brother, you're cooked. Don't do this fight.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't remember watching the Ozzy Osbourne show because I don't know if I really
I remember
cared.
seeing it a lot, and I was
But
like,
yeah, I was watching a little bit of this concert. He's sitting down in the concert.
yeah,
and
he's
it's
got
clear
that
he can't
giant
stand
throne.
it. Yeah, the giant throne. It's a smart way to do it, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I was listening to some of it. Some of it was like, ooh, he's old, and some of it was like, I'm kind of surprised that this doesn't sound worse. Like he sounds like he's like 70.
Yeah,
But it could sound far like when he was doing like there's certain parts of Paranoid where I was like, oh, okay,
yeah.
not bad.
I
And
wonder the Metallica guys.
listening to it made me realize like, oh, I like more Black Sabbath songs than I thought I did.
Yeah, I'm a big Sabbath fan.
we just know him because we're like, that's just like,
It was around when I was growing up.
that's like what like, because it's not classical rock, but that's the kind of rock you get introduced to.
Yeah, it's
especially when you're
technically-
learning
it's like
about
classic
it. You know,
It's
metal
It's technically
kinda?
the birth of metal.
Yeah,
is
it's like
what
basic
everybody
metal.
kind of like coins it.
It's like
as.
proto metal or something.
Like if people play stuff like that now, more or less, especially like say the opening riff of War Pigs. It's more like a doom or sludge like in metal. Like there's those genres.
that's a subgenre of metal, sludge.
Yeah,
What the fuck is that?
I mean sludgy. It's very, like very low tune, very fuzzy.
That's
very slow and boring.
Dude,
But so is doom metal. Like it's
dude,
it's-
I've gotten way more to listen to rock music in general.
Yeah.
But it's still such an insanely deep genre that I'm like, Jesus, why even call it rock? just music. There's other music with sounds that sometimes people make.
Which is hard
I think it's generally like
It's
an electric
so-
guitar makes it rock, kind of.
It does?
It's like kind of like not officially, but like when I think of most songs that I know that like feature heavily an electric guitar, it's generally speaking it's rock. Like there's like a handful that maybe stick out, like maybe like fucking
folk music.
what Beat It maybe. Maybe is it
That's
Beat
a
It or
rock,
Bad?
that's a rock inspired song.
Oh,
though,
Beat
for
It
sure.
is that
Yeah.
But that's a rock inspired song though.
Sure, yeah, but it's not rock.
Isn't Halen the guitar in that song?
yeah, Eddie Van Halen's in it. Yeah.
He's in both of them, right? Isn't he in Bad and Beat It? Because they both have the guitar riff in it.
I actually don't know about Bad.
I know he is in one of them for
well,
sure.
He's absolutely
yeah.
Beat It. Like there's a
He's in the vid- isn't he
his
in the video?
signature
Yeah.
solo where he's fucking
Yeah.
doing a bunch of hammer-ons and he's doing a bunch of shit. Yeah, he's great. I mean,
I wish I was alive
fucking-
for the disco. I wish I was alive to see that shit in person. Not really. I wish I could like
No,
be
I'm-
incorporeally there. Maybe not like physically there because that would suck.
yeah, no, I don't want to.
Because you know
I don't want to go back in time.
the
I'm good.
70s.
I'm
Like, discos look cool, but like leaving a disco is probably the worst experience because you like leave disco to like, all right, I'm about to get attacked for no reason.
Oh yeah,
Like I had a good time using cocaine, like dancing with a bunch of cool women with afros, and then you walk out into immediate hate crime.
That's
you know?
absolutely like the peak of both experiences. I don't know.
literally-
It's like there's probably never been a better time to be a black person than in the 70s in a disco, and no worse time
Then exiting the
than
disco.
immediately after when you left.
Exiting the disco.
Although
later
maybe
that
being a
night.
slave is probably slightly worse.
no, yeah.
I think being a. I think it was
Slightly.
I think it was. I think it's a little. I think it's a little. No, look. Let me preface. I think it was a little overblown.
Slavery?
Mildly.
Wait, what do you
Mildly.
mean? What do you mean?
man.
In the sense
Oh man, what's happening?
that at least you would die before you see how much your sacrifice didn't matter. You know.
Oh, like,
At least it'd be gone.
oh, like
before.
you're kept so ignorant
Yeah,
that
like-
you don't know that there's anything better. So like,
Because it doesn't get as bad.
Is it
but
worse?
It stays pretty stupid.
is it worse to never know that it could be better, and thus you're just kind of like stuck in a hell that doesn't seem as bad?
I don't even believe this.
I know you don't. I know you don't believe it. Like you're not saying anything. Like it's like in contrast to what you.
I'm not.
You're
I'm not
you're just,
I'm not
you're just
giving
saying
any points.
stuff.
I'm just saying something and waiting for people to argue and be like, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
listen.
I'm sure it was one, maybe one listener was like, oh, and everybody else was like, yeah, that's fair. Just fucking playing Halo or something.
Well, listen.
Or fucking getting fucked by
The
Epstein's uncle or something.
Yeah.
Getting road dome from a fucking badger or something like that.
Whoa,
The point of all this, is to say that you know, there's no client list. It just turns out he was a misunderstood guy,
The
and
financier.
that's a shame. It's a shame he killed himself
Yeah.
For no reason.
for no reason
apparent
at all.
reason.
And it's a
Serious.
shame that Ghislaine Maxwell is in prison for
no
just
reason at
being
all.
annoying and a bitch, I guess.
Yeah.
Um,
This is so crazy. This is a crazy
if that's
conspiracy.
if that's the case,
Yeah.
we can get rid of a lot of women. If that's the case for it. That's
Yeah,
the case.
if you
We
could just
we
throw-
could
yeah.
do a mass exodus of women.
Maybe so. We gotta get to the bottom of like who crossed Epstein since he was clearly innocent, and going back to where he'd already been convicted.
yeah.
You know, before.
Yeah,
He
for
actually
sure.
served time for being a fucking pervert pedophile freak. So obviously that's not true either.
Right. It's all
Yeah,
a lie.
very likely. That's
Yeah.
all fake.
It's all lie.
Yeah.
I believe Kash Patel. I believe Dan. What is his name?
Dan
Banjoni?
Bongino?
Yeah, whatever the fuck. Just stupid.
What if he does
Italian
what if he does a
idiot.
complete 180 and he goes he's trans and he's like, my name's Tran Bongina now.
Tran Bongina? Well,
I wouldn't have any words.
I gotta say it wouldn't surprise me. Like you know, like you would just see that and be like, yeah, sure.
Why not?
Yeah, sure. At this point, like the head of the director of the FBI looks like he looks like
I've seen him.
every like, hey, we need to typecast like this crazy guy with a bomb that's gonna blow up a bank.
Yeah.
You know, like
He does look like the kind of guy who's going like his main interests include, like if he was on a dating profile, it would say I like long walks on the beach and blowing banks up.
I bet he worked on Extreme Home Makeover and was like, "This is awesome. This blowing up the house."
Oh yeah,
He loved that part. He was
that
like,
did look fucking fun as hell.
That
Though, to
looked
be honest,
fun. I was always wondering, like, what if they're too close and like a whole piece of a fence goes straight through someone's stomach?
a chain link fence blasts towards them like vertically, and then they just get cut into.
What's the name of the guy? Wait, let me see if I can remember his name. He has three names.
He has three names?
From the
Dan Bongino.
Yeah.
No. What's his
Sean
name?
William Scott.
No, stop.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Stop! I need you to stop so I can start thinking on it.
Sure. Neil deGrasse Tyson.
You're a rat. Fuck. You know that.
Who else has three names?
Hunter S. Thompson.
Yeah.
Brian.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
No.
Oh, is that four? Shit. Dwayne Rock Johnson.
Robert Bo Burnham.
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. again.
Stop.
Robert Downey Sr.
Chad.
Chadwick Boseman Jr.
Chad.
Jeffrey Jonas Epstein
Dude,
or
this
whatever.
is a dig.
Ooh, J. Jonah Jameson.
You don't know anything. You don't remember.
This guy doesn't. What's happening?
What's happening to this guy?
I don't know, man. He's losing his mind.
It's his fault.
It totally is.
Siri.
You guys, what's the
gonna
guy
eat
with
eight-
three names?
Shut up. That's not what I asked, you fucking stupid bitch.
Hey Siri, what's the guy with three names?
Shut the fuck up. Wait.
Siri just shuts off. Siri stops working
For
forever.
everybody.
You're watching.
Siri leaves.
No one can use Siri anymore.
Siri leaves and goes to the collective. Is like, they're not worth it. Don't go
Your
to
watch somehow communicates this to you.
Wait, let me ask.
But dude, so
Who was the host for Extreme Home Makeover?
Ty Pennington.
Ty Pennington?
Why didn't you say something? You
Because he
stupid
doesn't have three
motherfucker?
names, motherfucker.
When I said he had three names, you could have been like, "No, he doesn't."
I thought
His
you were
name
talking-
is Ty Pennington.
'Cause you just-
you absolute bastard.
You
had me. You had me in a tailspin.
He's blaming it on you.
That's
why-
not blaming. I'm
Look at
blaming
this.
my suffering on him. You could have just stopped it.
Acknowledge right now.
Look.
I want the audience to look at like the abusive, the psychological, like narcissistic nature of that.
You
He
absolute dumb bitch. Oh.
He said, "What's the guy with three names?" and expected me and mad at me that I didn't say Ty Pennington.
I said, who was the host for Extreme Home Makeover?
I don't think you said that.
I didn't hear that
He
part.
has three names.
I didn't hear that.
He has three names.
I didn't hear that part.
Once I said he had three names and I tried to dig into my mental palace, you could have been like, "It's Ty Pennington, you fucking idiot." Instead of allowing me to go through my own brain.
You're assuming we heard you say who's the host of Extreme
Maybe I
Makeover.
didn't say it, all right? Maybe you guys gaslighted me into believing I didn't say it. But you knew what I was thinking.
Whatever.
No,
I
we-
did
no,
not
I
know.
literally did it. Crazy.
Crazy. Listen.
He looks really rough now.
Yeah, probably.
He looks really
Yeah.
rough. He got a lot of work done.
Got all that do you call-
linoleum in his
I don't
fucking
know what
mouth.
this-
linoleum is crazy.
Ty Pennington?
Yeah, I haven't
Derek,
actually.
if you know who this is, I'd be fucking shocked.
I don't. The name sounds familiar, but I never watched.
Ty Pennington, move that bus.
I guess this guy looks familiar. Oh my god, he used to have that
The spikes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the 2000s.
old men. But it's once you hit 17, you got to stop. I think once you're 17, you got to stop.
I think that's fair.
doing that.
I think you can have the spikes until you're 27.
But one thing
You have
before I
to-
forget.
You have to live a particular lifestyle to continue having it.
Like what? I'm not gonna say it. Go ahead.
One thing before, because there's a couple things we want to bring up before we move on from this. But like the one thing that I want to bring up is the fact that like about this Epstein shit is like Dan Bongino or Kash Patel, one of them, outwardly said, "I've seen the video," right, and like fanning the flames of it. Like, "Oh, I've seen the video," and then now it's just like, "Oh, the cameras weren't working." It is truly like I genuinely want to know, because I know that there's some like straggler conservative. I know some conservatives will pop in here every now and again. I really want to know, at what point are you just tired of being made to look like a complete fucking retard?
Yeah.
Because this is just, I mean, it's hilarious to me because it's just like, this is not surprising to me. But like, if you're shocked, I saw some people being like, "I'll never trust Kash Patel or Dan Bongino again." I'm like, oh,
You did?
You did?
Yes, they did.
I'm never gonna trust Lisley McFibbington again. I'm never gonna trust fucking Dr. Tell's lies ever again. I can't
Senor
believe he
Mistruth
fucking.
Is Dr. Liar.
Like, what the fuck do you mean? I'm never gonna trust them again. It's embarrassing to admit. It's embarrassing to admit that you ever trusted these people.
Yeah, it's sad. It sucks. I think it's important to talk to these people and ask them how they got interested in these people.
No.
How they believe them. Not necessarily why, because I think the why is obvious. It's like they just want.
Yeah, they just want to believe it.
Yeah, but it's like, how did you get into this space to where you started believing these people who obviously don't have any good intentions?
We should make it more difficult for them to even be able to get food and have the means to live.
If you see Cash Patel with like a burger, slap it out of his hands.
Like they shouldn't be able to like buy property. Shouldn't be able to buy property. Shouldn't be able to get medicine for themselves. They should have special hospitals for themselves only. I think I'm done. I'm done with them being. They're not people no more. You're not a human to me.
I'm pretty even.
You're cattle.
Like, even their supporters, I'm starting to get like a little bit too jaded. Where I was like, oh, this isn't good. To where, say there was a tragedy happened in Texas. There was a flood, and
there was a great flood.
I hated.
Where's Moses? Fuck you.
I hated my initial reaction where I was just like,
You mean Noah?
Whatever.
yeah,
Moses didn't part a flood.
yeah. I mean, I guess he could.
He
I guess
parted the ocean.
The ocean's not a flood, though. I mean, I
It's
guess
still
technically-
water. He's still a waterbender.
You could argue that
I
it
guess
is a
he
flood.
could
I guess.
part.
He could have went in front of it and put his little cane down, and it wouldn't have.
I'm just saying Noah is the flood associated.
Yeah, Moses versus Noah. Who got it?
Oh
Who
man,
got it? Ask
Moses.
them that.
Moses.
for
I
sure.
think Moses got it. Moses.
I think because Noah just builds a boat.
He just,
Yeah,
but
Moses
he's
is
like
also is also
Parts
Jewish.
water.
But he's like
So he has
damn near
all of
eternal.
America's support.
Can you defeat him? Because I feel like by the time he finished building that shit, he was like 900 or something crazy.
He was old. He was like, you think like 14 years, something like that, like some sort of crazy.
He's 14
like-
years old when
It's
he
something
finished.
crazy.
14, it was some sort of crazy, like it was
Nah.
for some
Moses-
reason 14 and 21 sound right to me, but I
Noah was 15.
no
when
way.
Noah was 15 when he finished the ark. He was 3 when he
it was
started
also
building.
fake. So
Hey, no.
did you know he only brought 2 of the
Real.
clean animals? He brought 2 of the dirty animals in, and 7 of the clean. You know that, right?
I don't know. I think there's truth to the ark.
I think he might have built a canoe and died with his wife in it.
I think a long ass time ago, people did build a big ass boat, but like I don't know if it matters.
Oh, my bad. So he was 600 years old when he finished it. Excuse me.
When he started.
I think he lived up to
900.
900 though. So he finished the arc at 600 years old. He possibly started around 480 years old.
That's not
and
the same
if
number.
the 120 year period refers to that. So yeah, this is
This nigga's depiction of years is wrong. It's probably like maybe like 98 days, and he thought it was.
They just didn't know what years. Imagine it's a
stupid.
mistranslation entirely.
I just think it didn't sound
the
impressive.
Bible mistranslations.
Can you imagine that?
Interesting.
I feel like they just upped it like what we do, like for hype, for
Hyperbole, yeah.
make a good story by just making things sound insane, and then listen, gentlemen. Again, here we are talking about Cash Patel and Dan piece of shit Joni or whatever, and it's like, why am I surprised people believe?
No, yeah.
It's like I keep getting slapped in the face
There
by
are
this shit.
literally animals that are only located on parts of the world. So that means this nigga went all the way
Yes,
to
he
fucking
did it.
Antarctica.
He got
grabbed
marsupials, penguins.
brought them back to the Middle East, went
penguins?
over, got lions. He did all that. Like it's
Penguins and polar bears coexisted together.
Yeah.
They were, like sick.
God wants us to be friends. They were dancing around little campfires.
They were fucking doing all the latest fucking Fortnite emotes and stuff.
There's a game called Fortnite. There's gonna be a game called Fortnite in a few thousand years. I shit you not. It's gonna be fucking lucrative as a motherfucker.
That's fucking. You see a bear doing an acoustic.
The bear was ravenous, but then it just stands up and starts fucking doing it.
That's crazy, dude.
That's crazy.
Anyway.
The Bible's good. I think we should rewrite the Bible.
We should, yeah.
I think there might have been a great flood, but
Finishings.
I think that part might have happened.
I feel like the Great
I think
Flood
the flood is
happened
real. I think the flood is absolutely real.
In the Mesopotamia era, like in like say in the Sumerian shit, there's a flood.
There's too many disparate accounts of like that happening for it to be completely.
But it's
fake.
just like everything else. It's all fucking plagiarized.
It's hyperbole.
Because why wouldn't you do? Why would you not? If there's no consequences for your actions,
I guess,
and you're not creative. You just this story is kind of cool. I mean, just pledge a couple of things. Why wouldn't you do that?
What do you think was the first guy that walked into a temple was like, I'm finna lie to these niggas like crazy and take all the power? Like you think what do you think that dawned like? How did imagine being the first guy to be like, wait a minute.
You know what's crazy is that
I can lie to these fools.
I can lie and get whatever I want. Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, God wants me to deep dick your wife right now in front of you. Hand me your wife.
I mean, that's what the whole like Zeus shit was.
Hand me your wife currently.
He's just like, hey, what's good? I'm gonna turn into a bird. Fuck you. Fly away again.
That's insane.
I have to turn to a
He
bird
gave
first.
him bird dick.
Well, he just like I don't know. You would think he would.
I just like fucking his birds.
He could.
I'm a fan.
You know, birds have intense orgasms, way better than people do.
Oh yeah, that's
better than a god.
That's exactly what it says in the book of Zeus.
The Book of Zeus, yeah.
The Zooble? The Zeus bull?
The
Zeus books.
The holy Zooble.
Speaking of Zeus books, what about zoo books?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
So I went to the zoo, actually. I went to the San Diego Zoo.
That fucking transition is crazy.
That was bad.
Anyway, free Epstein. He did nothing wrong.
He did nothing wrong.
And then
I trust Cash.
I
I
trust
trust Cash
but
Patel.
this is funny. I agree with that. being funny.
He did nothing. I mean, what am I going to just doubt my intelligence community?
Yeah.
You
doubt our
should.
government. Why would I?
Why would I
I
ever-
trust my government now.
Yeah, come on. I think
Now that this
Iran
current-
Iran was 10 minutes away from building a bomb.
Yes, the 10 minutes and counting.
Counting.
Yeah,
They
that
called-
you motherfucker told me it was true, so I believe him.
They called that short actor Tom Cruise. They got the bomb defused. That's what the latest movie's about. Actually, in real time, it's kind of crazy that they did that.
Yeah, they shot it live.
They shot it live
somehow.
Yeah, so that's what's going on. And then Cash was like, "Hey, man, good job. Now we got to go let the whole people know that Epstein is innocent and he died a hero and a patriot."
Yeah.
And then Tom Cruise flies away with Zeno in the middle of the conversation.
It is fucking weird that Cash Patel went on TV and said, after all this, that Epstein died a hero. He
Got a hero
was
dangling from his fucking
he was a
cell.
good man. He did nothing wrong.
yeah.
We thought he had a client list, but turns out it was literally just all of his shopping lists. We looked at it closer, and it turns out what we thought was Prince Harry and Prince Charles or whatever. Turns out we misread it. It was actually just eggs and milk. And
grocery list.
disposable. It's a complete grocery list. We're sorry for misleading you guys. Yeah. Bye.
Bye, bro. I'm
so done with this country,
I
bro.
wish I was a piece of shit, because how easy would it be to just have an army, have unlimited money, just manipulate people? So like the stuff that they believe. I was just watching. There's a guy named, I think, Dire Trip, if I remember, a YouTuber.
No, man.
He's just some, like, I don't know, this pale looking guy. He looks a little weird. He looks like he kills people, but he's one of the true crime guys. And I was just looking at the QAnon conspiracy moms.
Oh, yeah.
The Q moms?
Yeah, the Q moms, and like one of them killed this lawyer, because he was, grifting her, and he was grifting all these people. And one of them, she's like, I can't trust him. He's actually with the state. Killed the shit out of him, and it's just all.
This guy told a few lies and died for it,
dude.
Hey, man.
The funny thing about it too, his wife was totally on board and believed his bullshit too, to where even when the court thing happened, and it clearly this guy's not a real lawyer or anything, but she still like says to the fucking perpetrator, like, it's a shame you did this. He was helping you, and it's like, nigga, after the trial. And knowing that this guy's not even licensed, you're still like, oh, he was helping you. And I'm like, these people are so fried. And I'm like, imagine having these minions. Imagine having go forth and collect money from me. Like pigeons and stuff. You can train them to like steal shit. I want to do that with people.
I wish it was like, I wish court was more fun.
Oh,
like I wish you could be like your lawyer could ask you like, hey, are you innocent? And you go, yeah. And he's like, Your Honor,
You see
come
this?
on.
There should be duels again.
Open.
There should be open duels.
Your Honor, my client was going goblin mode.
Yeah, trial by combat. Didn't the greasy fuck say that with the greasy black hair? The lawyer,
Who?
Mayor Giuliani.
Was it Giuliani?
Giuliani.
What did he say?
Why was he
Let's
leaking?
have trial by combat. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, at January 6th, I'm pretty sure that happened.
It was something like that. I don't want to say that was that.
I think it was the rally before or like a little.
I think you're right. It was before it happened.
I can't remember if it was on the day or if it was like slightly before, but it was definitely before.
I think
but
you're right. Actually,
But yeah, trial. Well,
Calling
let's have
for
trial by combat. He said that like a couple hours, I think, before they stormed the Capitol.
I did say that.
I think that's real, which is, by the way, wild. But
I would have
whatever.
accepted it to him. I'd be like, sure, let's
Yeah, let's
go.
fight. Let's
Let's
go.
go right now.
Put him in, and bring in someone that's really good at fighting.
Right before the riot. Yeah.
Was it on the day?
Let's have trial by combat. Rudy Giuliani roused up crowd before riot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Classic.
Save America rally. It was the Save America. Yeah. That's crazy.
Isn't that insane that was the... I feel like the facts of these things are like, they get like cloudy in our memories or like we misplaced them. But bro, that was like, Mayor Giuliani, that guy was on stage being like, let's have trial by combat moments before the insurrection, literally. It's fucking insane.
Yeah. It is.
And him of all people to say that is crazy also.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't the guy from Borat almost catch him trying to sleep with a kid?
Yeah. Something like that, right?
Yeah,
Wasn't he like almost trying to take his pants off or some shit?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put it past him. But there's an argument to be made that it's like you kind of selectively edited that, which I could believe, but like at the same time, you don't really deserve my goodwill, you know?
Yeah.
Or my fair. Like I could see that being like, oh, you literally gave me a fucking mic that travels up my fucking leg. I got to adjust it. I could see that being true, but at the same time, fuck you, and I don't care to be charitable to you.
Yeah, I just the thing is all like
the thing is
they're all cool. Go ahead.
True. I was gonna say because the thing is that Giuliani specifically doesn't necessarily have a rap like that. He's more like, as far as I know, he's not like a creep in that way. He's just like a demon.
I very clearly remember him being a huge creep.
Mayor Giuliani specifically?
I remember that creep be a huge creep. I think that's one of the reasons why he stopped running for the positions he was in.
No, I think you're thinking of Cuomo.
You might be thinking of Cuomo, but
Cuomo specifically.
Well, Cuomo's
we can look it up real quick.
Cuomo's a repeat offender.
I love. There's an AI video of Chris Cuomo being like, or Andrew Cuomo. Sorry, not that it matters, but who gives a shit?
Right.
But I think there's one thing of him being like, there's an AI video of him going like, when the people of New York made me step down for molesting a fucking baker's dozen of women, and the way that he delivers fucking baker's dozen is crazy, dude.
Why would you say that?
Because it's like AI, it's AI, but like it hits it like, damn, that's like really believable. A fucking baker's dozen of women.
Yeah, he's been
it's 13 women. Giuliani?
Sued for sexual assault and harassment.
Yeah.
Lol, got him.
So that was
Yeah, so
recent.
yeah, fucking, yeah, he was probably going to try and sleep with a child.
But like, you can't, when you look at that motherfucker, you can't.
You can't not think
Especially with all he's associated with Trump and all these
I think
people. They
the
all
league-
yeah,
hang
no,
out and
no,
shit,
for sure.
so,
Like, I mean,
yeah.
he also just, he has the character design of like Professor Rape.
Yeah.
Like, there's no, like everything about Giuliani screams
To me, my sexmen.
to me, to me, my minors,
my buyers.
my minors.
Rape.
Getting sucked out their fucking chairs at school.
I'm a rapist. Rape. That's crazy. He
Let's
sings
have
it
trial
too.
by rape.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That almost got me. You almost got me.
That's crazy.
I was not expecting trial by rape under any circumstance.
I think we found the new title for this episode, fellas.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely fucking not. Oh my god. Shit. I don't know.
Do we have anything else to say about this? I know you want to bring up Melania.
Oh yeah, it didn't really fit into.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't really fit into.
I was
it,
looking
though.
for a place.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Melania.
Melania and Trump did have sex for the first time on the Lolita Express, but like whatever, it's not a big deal.
Jackpot.
I just like okay. I think like a scientist, we should do some control and try to live like conservatives and watch exclusively their content to see how they can miss all of this
I can't do
extremely public information.
What if we become hypnotized and we be?
Can you imagine it somehow works? You're completely self-aware, but it still works.
Yeah.
You're
That
all of a sudden,
scares me.
You're at a QAnon rally. You have 16 guns and shit. Like
You just wake
you're
up
like, wait,
to
what?
What's going on?
What just happened?
Every now and then, it's unfortunate too because every now and then, it's weird because I'll see some things on Twitter that are like, oh, this is a modern conservative talking point, but like it used to be the opposite. Like I specifically, I think I tweeted recently about like, because I think before Rush Hour, I don't remember on what service or what streaming, or like whatever the fuck, before Rush Hour plays, there's like a kind of like a content warning that lets you know like, hey, this was made in a time, you're gonna see some
Oh, that
shit.
happened recently?
Yeah, I saw it recently. I don't know if it happened recently, but I saw it recently, and it was like kind of like it was a trending like photo of like somebody being like, oh, they put a fucking content warning before Rush Hour.
Yeah.
And I saw Rush Hour for the first time recently. I was actually pretty surprised by like, oh yeah, this is great. This is
How racist it is?
Yeah,
It's wild.
I mean, it's
in all three
Jackie
movies.
Like it's like I don't know. It's not really offensive. It's just like, oh, it's surprising because you wouldn't see that today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Well, it's much more than the other ones. That like one is way more than 2 and 3 are.
yeah, I think
like
one
way more.
Yeah,
but it's the funniest.
because one was like, and it is also the funniest.
Yeah.
That's kind of the thing. So it's like,
I'm gonna be real because I recently watched.
I think 2 is the best.
I recently
one.
watched all 3 of them. 2's my favorite.
Yeah.
But I recently watched all 3 of them, and even because like there was a little break between the third one.
Yeah, it's a bit.
And but the fucking opening scene of Chris what's his name? Oh, his name's Carter in the thing.
Chris Cartman?
Chris Tucker. His name's Carter in the thing. He's just directing traffic, and he pulls over these women. And the shit that he's saying to, especially the fat chick, it's crazy.
It is crazy.
I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, it didn't really tone it down that much.
But the first one is so funny to me because there's an element of that movie that really makes me mad, and I'm wondering if you know what it is. What is the most annoying thing about the first Rush Hour to you?
The most annoying thing?
Other than there being literally an Asian person in it, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe just. Well, to me, it's Chris Tucker being way too loud.
That's his voice.
These are fair answers. The thing that really pisses me off about the first Rush Hour is that they set up a bomb, and it never goes off.
In
the first Rush Hour.
In which part?
The end when he's like holding the bomb, like he's got like bombs strapped to him or something.
Oh, so there's the bomb vest.
The bomb vest.
Yeah.
They set it up. And you're expecting like, oh, some crazy's gonna go happen, and then he just lands in the water, and then it just nothing happens.
Oh, like you thought what he was gonna like explode? But
I don't know. I thought they were gonna find some way to blow it. Like I don't know. It's like Chekhov's gun to me, where it's like, why would you put a bomb in a movie if you're not gonna blow it up?
I mean, there was already explosions. The opening scene, the C4 explodes in the car.
But that comes out of nowhere with no setup.
What's his name? The henchman? I can't remember his name. The Asian with the dyed hair.
Oh, I don't know.
He blows up the building because fucking the stupid. The FBI are so retarded in that movie where like even with his broken English, Jackie Chan's like, if you were asking for $50 million, would you be in a building like that? Like he's trying to convince them to get out of the building because clearly it's a trap.
Yeah.
And then they blow up some fucking FBI agents because no shit.
Yeah.
But then the thing, that fucking guy tries to stroll out of the alley all casually, like as if no one's there's nobody around. It's late at night. It's not like there's just people walking around where you can blend in. So
he tried to do Assassin's Creed. He tried to do Assassin's Creed, like do the crowd blend with no one.
And then of course fucking Jackie Chan turns around, immediately sees them, and then they have the chase. And I'm like, that part of you want to talk about that part of the movie, because it's so stupid it makes me laugh.
All right, man, blend in.
In.
And you like pretend to be like talking to somebody, but there's nobody there.
It's so funny. You gotta see this.
It is crazy. I remember noticing that too.
It's like he's basically whistling and like.
But yeah,
like
no, I don't know. There's like, because there's a shootout and there's like a bomb vest, and you're thinking like, oh, when's this thing gonna go off? And then it just kind of doesn't. I was just remember being like, oh, all right.
I guess
that's kind of lame.
They would have died.
I guess I didn't think because like first of all, Soo Young had it on.
Yeah.
So is that when you wanted to go off?
Well, no, I just mean like because they do take it off and then they
Carter puts it on himself.
and then the bad guy takes it.
Well, he doesn't take it; it rips off of Carter.
And then,
sorry, not Carter. Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan has it on.
But then it's with him, and then I'm like, oh, they're gonna blow up the bad guy. This is gonna be sick. And then no.
But the only chance they would have had to do it is while he was in the air falling.
Yeah,
That's so morbid.
So he's doomed.
He's gonna die.
And
You blow him up.
And then fucking press the real fast.
well, dude, well, come on, you're
amazing.
telling me that's not awesome?
No, listen.
If I was directing that movie, that's exactly what I would have done.
I would have campaigned for an Oscar. I
would have had it be an accident too. I would have had it. And then just like accidentally pull the trigger, then it explodes.
Listen, that's Bollywood type shit that I love. That's like the word unnecessary explosions, and I've watched some movies where there's cars that a car just careened off a cliff, still in midair, explodes. Like
for no reason.
For no reason.
It's like the bus launch in Speed.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
How
exactly.
it's like how is it? It goes off a flat surface up. It's fucking crazy. But like Rush Hour is kind of over the top already. Like it begins like every interaction in that movie begins with like people pulling guns at each other. It's hilarious. Every single one of them. There's not a single one that doesn't start that way. And so like you're telling me it's like unreasonable to expect a guy to explode in the middle of the air with a bomb?
It's not unreasonable at all. It would have. I am telling you. What'd you say?
Explosions. Like if somebody's falling, right, and they have an adequate enough space so the explosion doesn't touch the ground or any of the surface, will the explosion be spherical?
Yeah.
Right?
That's how force works, yeah.
Yeah, right?
Especially, the way that things are usually designed to explode in all directions.
Because I would love to see somebody blow up and then like have like be standing in an area where I can see this a sphere of light and be like, whoa, it's around.
Wait, but anyway, I bring this up just to say that like I saw that trending recently. I was like, yeah, I think this. I don't know. I think these things are kind of annoying. But I would take this. I would take the content warning card over
it not being gone.
Yeah, over it being gone. And then people were like, oh, what about the third option where like you say fuck the people who are sensitive? It's like, okay, cool, great. Are you the CEO of fucking Warner? Are you gonna do, like, it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't be putting these things in front. I would be putting those things in front of very specific things like Bugs Bunny doing blackface or something. Things that are like meant to be for children. That are like, we might want to do something about that. Yeah. But like Rush Hour, like that's a teenage, like that's not a kid's movie.
I think the thing is that you have to remember.
I think it's rated R. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember them.
I think with rated R movies, with movies for adults and shows for adults, I think it's silly. I think adults are fucking.
I think it's really funny because I think violence doesn't make something rated R. I think language does.
Well, violence absolutely does. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think it's the grotesque, like, because in Rush Hour you don't see people's bloods and brains and stuff like that. You see like explosions. Well, so I don't think they're rated R movies. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're not rated R.
I'm pretty sure they.
Because I know the third one isn't a rated R movie. I know that.
I'm only thinking so because I feel like there's enough language. And there's enough to mix it just to push it over the edge. I know there's stupid arbitrary rules about PG-13. You can only say fuck one time.
Look at the rating.
Like it's stupid rules. Like what is that?
It's fun.
Oh God, you can only say it once.
You gotta. I think that's funny because that's like, when are you gonna use it?
Yeah, I think it's kind of cute.
When are you gonna use your ultimate? Like, when are you gonna use it?
It's cute, but it's still stupid.
It's dumb, but
is the N word? Like, how many N words you can use?
So I think
there's 17 allowed in a PG movie.
In a PG.
You're watching fucking Land Before Time, and Littlefoot just screams the hard R once.
That's crazy.
He trips and
he
screams. He
invented the word.
That's crazy. He gets a vision of the future and says the N-word, and they're like, what does that mean, Littlefoot?
I don't know, but it feels right.
I don't know. It feels like I really should say it though, but I want to.
Oh no, yeah, it's PG-13.
Yeah,
the first one,
all of them. I think
at least that's what Google's telling me.
He definitely says nigga at least once in that movie.
It says nigga quite a bit because of that one scene in the bar where he's like, "What's up, my nigga?"
Oh yeah,
what did you just say? He says it again. He sees this guy's angry and like upset. What did you just say? And he's like, I'm just say it again, even though this guy looks upset.
I must have said it wrong.
What's
What?
up, my nigga? I love.
But
that
yeah,
shit.
but
that
yeah. So
scene.
like, it's funny because I see that stuff and I agree with the sentiment of just like, yeah, come on, like we don't need this everywhere.
Sure.
But at the same time, it's so funny because that used to be like the whole like censorship of media. That used to be a conservative position.
It still
You know
is.
what I mean? And it still is.
It still is.
ultimately.
Yeah, they're
But like it's
bullshitting,
posturing more as like, oh, being anti-censorship is like it's posturing as a conservative thing. But it's like, no,
100%.
this is still a very like
they co-opted that strategically.
Well, it's annoying that the left co-opted the opposite. Like, I don't know why that was crazy to me. Like, when all this stuff was first happening, where it's just like, maybe we shouldn't. It's like, what?
There was a weird.
When did this happen?
I don't.
Crazy.
That was.
How do you go from Carlin to that? You know what I mean?
That was legitimate. That was the only
I watched
reason
one
why.
of his specials finally fully. Oh God, I was like, whoa, dude. The only thing I didn't like was him saying the N-word a few times. It was funny. And he is technically right, but that's not a bit I would go on stage with. Like, as a white man, I would not go on stage with that bit. I just would like.
I don't know the context.
I don't remember
It's
his
the context
bit.
where he was like talking about how words have the context of a word matters the most, and I'm like, yeah, duh.
Of course, yeah.
Duh. Objectively, it does matter the most. He's like, why do you think that the N-word, like that word in itself, is not a terrible word, but it's the context what it's used, and I'm like, you got me 85% of the way there.
Well, that's objectively true.
It's
Without meaning, the word means nothing.
I mean,
if you're just like a bubbly caveman and you say the N-word, you're not like doing a morally bad
I agree,
thing.
but then at that you should be aware of the context of you saying it
Of
right
course.
now. You
Sure.
know, though I do agree with him. I think it's the idea of that, like, because obviously black people don't get offended when they say it to each other. You know, I'm not gonna call Derek a nigga. He's gonna jump over the table and try to choke me half to death. You know, but it's like I wouldn't. That's not a
don't
joke
know
I
that.
would go up on stage like, George. I agree with you. I agree with you entirely. I think it depends on what I think that word is fine in context, which is a hard word. Fine in context where you make it very sure that one, the person that's saying the word sucks. They have
What do you
to
mean?
suck. They have to suck.
Like how?
Like the fact that
Like the vacuum from Teletubbies. Nunu?
why do you remember that?
What do you mean? And that's
What do you mean? I asked him to his face, why does he know the name? I know that thing's name because I watched Teletubbies sort of recently.
Wait. Hold on.
This just got even weirder.
Wait, hold on.
I have my nephews.
Layers.
My nephews and my godson.
Yeah, sure.
I was watching him and I put on Teletubbies.
Yeah,
and he was
sure,
like, and
sure.
he was like, I don't like this.
Sure, buddy.
And I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah,
I
put
get
on fucking Bluey because that's clearly what he wants to watch.
Bluey's a solid
Why you
fucking
putting on some
television show.
fucking dude?
Bluey's a solid television
Teletubbies
show.
was not good.
Never.
I never watched it.
Never.
I watched.
I just wanted the custard.
Yeah, it's custard.
The tubby custard.
I don't see this guy. He's a big fan. That's why you put it on for yourself, not for your fucking nephew.
No, I was like, I remember this show. I think he might like it. And he was like, I
You're
don't
what
like
they
this.
call a tub head.
A tubster.
A tubster. A tubster.
Tubster.
Big fan of the Teletubbies.
You follow them around like the fucking with the Grateful Dead.
Crazy.
But like so the idea of things like that where it has to be like you have to make sure it's vilified. You know, so like Candy. John Candy says that word. He sucks. He's a piece of shit, so it's fine. You know,
Oh, I see what you're
it being
saying,
said
yeah.
by fucking Samuel Jackson's character in Django. He sucks, you know.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's that context.
You,
Or
you don't want like
you don't want the hero of the story say. You don't want Jon Snow saying that after he kills a dragon.
yeah. You don't want Jimmy Neutron.
I do, but you shouldn't. You know, you shouldn't.
Yeah, you don't want like Jimmy Neutron saying it.
Or like
You guys
Captain
are
America.
picking bad examples.
like-
I do want Jimmy.
No,
to
I
do
will-
that thing.
No, we
Derek,
do because we're sick.
We're gonna want all these people to say it. There's not I can't think of a single person in fiction or in real life that I wouldn't want to see say that
That's
word.
actually true. I was trying to go through everything.
the
Even if we're talking about the Dan Banjo, like all those fucking
Dan Banjo Kazooie, whatever the fuck his
Banjo,
name
whatever
is.
the fuck. I don't know his last
Like
name.
think
It
of
doesn't
the new
stick with
Spider-Man
me.
game when they fall off the sky. If he said the N-word as he bounced off the floor, the Spider-Man gets up and webs away. I think that'd be the funniest thing ever.
Oh,
I'm like, oh wow, he really is my favorite ever. But you know, it needs
We're
to
also
be
different. I get it.
We're
Well,
sick.
look,
I
George
get it.
Carlin.
I
George
get it.
Carlin is a unique.
Unique N-word.
He's a very exactly.
Yeah.
But his concepts are all right though. I think at the end of the day, your concepts like that's true.
Why did you bring him up? Because we're cooking with something else.
Well, it's just, I'm just thinking of the idea of like this people, the like censorship of words. You know,
Yeah.
There needs to be context. Like I think if you're reading, like if you're doing academic reading, say the fucking N-word. There shouldn't be I'm nervous. Like no, say the fucking N-word. it's fine.
Yeah, in that context,
quoting
you're in that
somebody.
context, you're just reading.
In school, people would do that
And
all
then-
the time.
and then
They'd be
just-
weird about it. Like, I don't want to say this. Like, dude, you're reading something that says it.
So here's the thing: would you accept somebody who doesn't really want to say it in an academic sense versus somebody who says it and they go, they got like a look in their eye?
see,
Well, then they suck, and then that's more context.
That's
That
the
is more
context. You're like,
yeah.
whoa, you enjoy that way too much, buddy.
Yeah,
And then you might have to see him after class or whatever.
because I definitely said it in academic reading.
Of course,
Fucking
you have
absolutely.
to.
I think Huck Finn was the only thing. I think.
In college class, I had to say.
I remember
Oh,
we were-
college class, that makes a lot more
And
sense.
it makes me say, 'cause I was one of the black people.
I remember we were reading one of the Halo novels.
And they called Arbiter it twice.
I was gonna say, who said it
the
to
arbiter,
whom?
the arbiter says it to
Johnson
I don't know, a grunt.
or Lord Hood.
Just a grunt. It's just a throwaway fucking scene.
that moment in the book connects to nothing. It's like, what the fuck? What
You
was
guys-
this chapter?
You guys have seen that
them talking?
the video of you guys have seen the video of the Fallout 3 alien saying the N-word, right?
Yeah.
Have I showed you that? You've not
look
seen
up.
it?
Derek, look it up right
This
now.
is gonna I don't normally like
Wait, no, I just don't.
look it up.
Yeah,
look it up,
yeah.
refresh your memory.
Dude, it's crazy.
I think-
It is my favorite video ever.
I think this was brought up on the show many years ago.
Probably. I brought it up on
what-
Sacred recently because I was just like, yo.
Of course you
gotta see this. And Colin was like, dude, what is this?
Colin bust that. Anytime I find a video that like I know will make Colin bust, I'll
Yeah,
fucking-
I do remember this. Yeah.
Dude, listen to it. I want to hear it again. It's so good. Oh, there he is.
Do you understand what that? Do you fully grasp that? Do you fully grasp what that is?
I mean, there is. If you want to talk about lore wise, Wyatt knows the N word.
No, it's not that. It's the idea that he slowed down time. So that means that within that tiny window,
between the bullet leaving the gun and entering the alien,
That
he
tiny
lets out a
window.
Rattled it off.
supersonic N-word.
he screams the N-word one last time. He had so many. He could have said love. He could have said his wife's name, N-word. 2 syllables. He chose 2 syllables.
There's a lot of. You gotta love.
Oh man, dude, I fucking love that game.
there's too many people like us like doing professional jobs like that. You know.
Yeah.
Where they're just.
I think everyone kind of thinks that stuff's funny. The problem is that some people think it's funny because it's ridiculous, and some people
But look,
just
this
suck.
is what we're talking about, though. This is kind of the subject. That was the thing that was so weird about a lot of people on the left trying to censor art and stuff that was, kind of, it basically reminded me of like royalty. Of like, say, nobles and kings, that would be like, we can't enjoy what peasants enjoy.
Right,
So
yeah.
no toilet humor, no derogatory slurs, no big booties and big butts, and just like cheap shit. And I was like, this is weird. Why are you acting like this? So like, sex negative fucking feminist? What the hell? Isn't that like an oxymoron?
It feels ridiculous.
It was such a weird fucking
I think the
era.
problem. I think
It was
the
so
problem.
weird.
I think the problem is,
was really weird.
well, like I say always, everything gets solved, and everything is caused by white women.
Okay, well, let's move on to
it is a conundrum like no other.
We don't need to get into it. I know exactly.
You know, it's a conundrum like no other.
I've seen the pipeline videos of white. I
you
know,
agree,
I
and
know,
you agree.
I know what you're saying. I don't want to get into it.
Exactly, you agree. You're scared. You're scared. You're scared that you
I'm
put
not
that.
scared at all. It's just this is something that I feel like people need to discover on their own, and they don't need to hear us discuss it.
yeah.
It's not.
I'm not scared. I'm frightened. I'm not scared.
I'm fucking terrified, idiot.
being frightened and being forced to speak. Have you ever been like really scared and then you had to talk about shit and it's like, dude, I'm terrified.
What,
Why are we talking about stuff right now?
Yeah, I mean, I used to have like a crippling fear of like public speaking.
Yeah.
Really?
I had a public speaking class in college, and I'm not even joking. Like, I went to the first class, and then we had like a speech to give,
Panic?
and then like I walked up to the door, and then I left, and I never went back to the class.
Oh man,
You know what's crazy?
It was really bad. Like, I couldn't do it.
I'm terrified of public speaking.
Now I
too.
don't give a shit.
that sounds like
I'm really scared
still
of
are?
public speaking. Yeah. I was freaking out during our live show. I was like having a panic attack low key.
Well-
but I kept it cool.
Well, during the live
Because you were sick. That's why.
That's true,
So
yeah.
if he was sick and then I fucking had a meltdown,
Well, look, it's always-
you would be in the water.
it's
by
always-
I
now.
would have just been there fucking like shucking and jiving. Like, what else can I do?
It's
gotta start
it's
cooling.
always
You gotta start
it's
cooling.
always yeah, I did both of those shows too that day. Fuck. You
Yeah.
were so sick.
You were hurt.
But it's nerve wracking to be up on stage in front of people like that. I don't think that ever goes away. Like
No.
it's nervous to be up.
Yes, go ahead.
But like it used to be like it was genuinely like I couldn't even like I could not even begin to do it.
Yeah.
like it was over. But being nervous in front of people, I think you're fine.
Whenever I'm the main focus of attention,
Yeah, you did fine.
I freak out.
There's always that is like
I start to
like
melt
you
down.
said. If you didn't appear to melt down, so that to me that's fine. Like
Because that's worse. What happens if I freak out? More people are going to pay attention to me. So that's what scares me the most. I'm like, oh my God, I
that's good. So
can't
you can
freak
just
out.
you lock in. You lock in.
So I'm in
I think that would be the opposite.
I'm a circle of nervous, and it just turns to
See,
calm.
the thing for me is that like it would be I feel like my brain would work in the opposite direction, where like I would be so afraid of like stuttering my words and then just like locking into a moment of just like and everybody notices that like I feel like I can't help but be so curious about what that moment looks like.
You're such a peculiar person because your brain is like, oh, that's interesting. Let's go fuck with this thing that probably shouldn't happen. Like if you saw a fucking dog on the side of a road and it had like a rope attached to the back of it in a place that shouldn't be, you'd be like, oh, interesting. Maybe I should follow this clear bait to where it is, to wherever this thing is that's gonna get me. And it's like, no, just leave it
It would bother
alone.
it would bother me to never know. You know?
I think the fun one for me would be like,
I think it's like,
imagine
how
what
awkward
it would be.
could it possibly be if I fuck up on stage? Like, let's see.
The funny thing for me is
Kinda-
me thinking about what it would be, not knowing it. I don't need to know what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need to either, but like,
Like
I'm-
I've looked at pistols and been like, oh, I wonder what happens if I pull the trigger and blow my brains out. You know, I like the idea of thinking about.
Did you see
that.
the fucking? Did you see that Twitch streamer that blew his hand off on the 4th of July?
fucking cord? Dude.
No,
He has a video. It's this guy named 4Extra. I had never heard of him.
Was
before.
that real?
He's
was
got
that,
5 less now.
There was a he was associated with somebody, right? I saw. Go ahead.
Look,
and
I don't know
talk.
if it's 4.
Go ahead and talk.
You pronounce the way you spell it is 4XTRIA.
Okay.
But yeah, he blew his fucking hand off on the 4th of July, and there's a video of him before like juggling these like unlabeled fireworks.
Oh, is that real? Okay,
Look,
so
I don't know if it's real. I will say the video, not the video, the photo that I saw of his mangled
convincing.
hand is pretty fucking convincing.
Oh shit! So this is I did see. So I follow this guy we done with the '90s. He just all he does is shit on Michael Jordan. He's
Why?
He's
What-
too entertaining to not like. Because I don't even agree with him half of the time. He's just too entertaining to not follow. He's just this former NBA player. Or I think he was either in the NBA for a little bit or not. I can't remember. Way back in the day, and all he does is talk about how basketball's way better now, and how LeBron James is way better than like he said. LeBron James completely sucks, and Michael Jordan completely sucks, and like
Crazy.
it's so
Crazy.
funny. It's way too extreme. It's
Yeah.
not even like intelligent, but yeah.
But
anyway,
did he post
posts-
about it?
So he just so I guess he's associated with the No Jumper that guy that sucks, and so
Oh, yeah,
he
there he
said
is.
that happened to this dude. And I didn't. I was just like,
Oh,
I
that's,
don't.
that's that guy that was like, oh, I'd fuck up a UFC motherfucker any time of day.
said that?
Yeah, he's really dumb.
4Extra?
Yeah,
You know that guy?
He's a black dude, right? He's a black
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
with dread.
yeah,
Well, yeah, I didn't
he's-
assume you knew him just because he was
I
black.
know. Well, no, I'm not.
Well, I
I
mean,
didn't-
you see him. He's in the picture.
Yeah, I've seen that guy. That guy's a fucking jackass.
He must be.
Well, he must.
I hope it's true. I wonder
if you
let me
blow
look it
your
up.
hand off, you must be a jet.
Let's
Like,
see
there's
if it's
no.
true.
What makes it so funny to me is that I remember because he was on No Jumper and Adam 22 being a fucking sniveling bastard he is. He was like, yeah, you're really out of your thing. You could beat up in UFC. He's like, yeah, I could fuck him in UFC fighter. And it's like, dude, what are you talking about?
Not anymore.
That's true. That's true.
Let's see.
It's
Let's see
like,
what
brother.
ChatGPT says. No, 4Extra did not blow his entire hand off, but he did sustain a severe and very real injury, according to multiple credible sources reported in July 4th. Okay. Yeah, a firework exploded in his hand. The jumper founder added a tweet to clarify that he lost only 2 fingers. Well, he blew up his fucking hand.
That's kind of what I'm saying. It's like
It's the he blew his hand clean off. Like there's nothing there.
It's almost like Tropic Thunder, where he's got like the fucking where he's got the string cheese.
It looks like when he put the thing
like
on the
bananas.
turkeys.
Dude,
looks like bananas.
the photo of it looks crazy.
I didn't see it.
There's a photo of him just like, oh, it's pretty. It's gory, but it's obscured enough, and it's not like high def enough that I think you could look at it without getting sick. But like, it's just like you could tell it's all twisted, and you're like, how are you this stupid? It's so easy to not blow your hand off with fireworks.
It's so easy to not play with fireworks.
There's
Actually,
that too.
It's insane.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't care about fireworks.
I don't give a fuck either.
I when I was a kid, I would be like, they look cool. It's too fucking loud. And then now I just. It's like we were in downtown Long Beach last year just because it just worked out that way. This time I was just at my buddy's apartment just grilling, but I didn't. Yeah. I kind of afterthought. I'm just hearing dogs freak out. You know. Yeah. I was just hearing dogs.
Fucking animals.
Dogs sound like fucking howler monkeys or whatever.
That's the kind of thing. That's the thing about fireworks that bothers me is that it like I can't. It's always annoying because it upsets the dogs.
They get crazy. Yeah. You ever shoot them at them?
Fireworks at a dog?
Yeah.
That's so
not my dogs.
evil.
No,
not my dogs. No, I only care about it because it's Lily's birthday. So like the reason we go for the 4th of July, we go hang out, and then we always look at the fireworks because it's like it's like
that makes sense. That's a great. It's like a great like little double dipping. You can just. Yeah. Hey, you already know you're gonna see some fireworks. You don't think of anything too clever.
You can pretend like you planned it.
Yeah.
Look, I made the nation do this for you, Lily.
I made the nation do this for you.
Unify for you, Lily.
Watch the nation unify.
What you call it? So we did that, and we went to San Diego Zoo. We saw a baby giraffe that was born the day we got there.
Oh yeah,
it was already walking. It's fucking freaky. They walk all silly because they're not used to walking yet.
Did it have hooves already? Mm-hmm. It don't grow them like horses?
Horses don't start walking immediately.
All right.
They walk really quickly.
What sucks for the fucking giraffe then? That shit's like fucking hooves.
They're probably softer than regular hooves.
So you can like crunch them easily. They're probably so good. Probably so tender and juicy.
So fucked up, dude. Dude, giraffes are so big, it's crazy. Like knowing they're big is one thing. Seeing them up close again is like, oh, these things are enormous. Like they could definitely reach over the fence where they have them, grab somebody, throw them in, and like stomp on them.
Would you fight a giraffe?
No, it's not worth it. Yeah. It's just not worth it.
You don't think you can get in a good few shots?
I think I can hit it twice.
Like, while it's like slamming its head down at you, you just do an uppercut.
Just grab its horns.
That would work.
Yeah, then you got to toggle fucking because imagine riding one. You can't because they're slopes. So you get on it, you would just slide the fuck off of it.
Oh yeah, they are slopes. Yeah.
So it's like they're fucking cool. We saw pandas. Pandas are the fucking laziest things ever. It's insane. They don't move. They kind of.
Well, I don't know. You're real.
I'm more active than a panda, and that's crazy. I'm quite a bit more active than a panda.
Yeah, no, I mean, of course,
they're insanely lazy.
They don't fucking do anything. They're also in captivity, so like they can't really
even outside of captivity, they're just chilling.
That's true. Yeah,
didn't they like almost kill themselves by not fucking?
They don't.
They're just not horny anymore.
It's crazy.
They just don't.
Like, what did they do? What did the Chinese do to them to where they just have no urge?
What if they're just
fuck anymore?
Okay, so hear me out. What if? Look, I'm gonna go for it. Whatever.
I'm here for it.
What if they're just not into Asians at all? And being surrounded by Chinese people just turns them off real hard.
As a concept.
Like as a concept. Like if they were around like other, I was going to say Norville.
Whoa.
If they're around like just every other person.
Look, viewers. You guys, you've been shit on me all the time about being racist.
You've been listening to that
all the time.
I've been listening to the Dan Bongino. Supercut hour or whatever the fuck.
You guys shit on me all the time.
Yeah.
I say dumb shit, right? But this is insane.
You don't think that's possible?
And then when Derek goes on is like, what name did you say? Steinberg, or some shit like that.
Goldman,
Like that's
Well, look. I like how I know what he's doing right now. He's trying to whitewash.
I'm trying to clear my name.
You were good until you brought up the whole Goldman thing, and I'm like, but you were wanting to talk with that.
What do you mean?
Exactly. You know exactly what I mean,
I have
sir.
no problem. I have no problem
so
with
if you stuck to the Asian stuff, that would have been good.
I have no problem with the.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
I think Israel should
Let's stop it there.
David Draymond got
I saw
booed
something.
on.
I saw something about that. Yeah.
So
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, so he went there, tone deaf. Whoever invited him, I think Dave Grohl set up the whole Ozzy Osbourne Lash concert or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I'm assuming he invited David Draymond. Now, to be fair, I don't know if he invited him before he signed the bomb. You know what I mean? I don't know. That was a while ago, though.
Oh right, yeah.
That was a while ago.
Signed the bomb,
So
I
the thing is,
forgot.
I feel like that's the reason why people hate him right now. If you go to any comment section that has to do with David Draymond or Disturbed, it's just all about fuck
I
him.
think it's probably like at that point you kind of like, I don't know, man. You just we'll get him over here. We'll see what the audience does to him and whatever. It'll be part of the show.
That's what he did. So he showed up. He starts on stage, and people start booing him, especially because it's in the UK, right? I think they're in Birmingham.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
It's like, dude,
They're especially tired.
This is such a. They had that one guy at I don't know what show it was, but he started chanting "Death to the IDF."
I think it was
some fest.
forgot his
Oh
name.
yeah,
He
Bobby
was-
Violin or something. Eddie Violin or something.
Yeah.
To the ODF, and then like
Death to the RDF.
and then that fucking Pierce Brosnan, whatever his name is.
Pierce.
Pierce, you got Pierce Morgan and Pierce Brosnan
I
mixed up.
did. I did.
Down. Destiny, you're an asshole.
But it's like,
crazy.
I
man.
don't find I myself don't. He's such a pig fuck of a bitch person, dude.
Pierce Morgan.
A big fuck of a bitch person is a crazy.
He's such a.
I gotta
fucking
say, I hate
cunt.
him more than a lot of the like conservative like grifters because they just keep staying in their lane being horrible.
such a
Pierce tries to pretend like,
Yeah.
oh no, I agree with you. But then out of nowhere he brings up, don't you think it's mean to say something about the poor idea? Like he'll do. I'm like,
Yeah, it's
He's
like-
such a. He's such.
it's like
He's a bust on the bathroom
issue-
floor, dog. Like he's just
That's vile.
He's just like someone came in the corner of a shower and was like, "Yo,
fucking truck stop.
put a suit on it and give it a fucking British accent."
suit
You
on
know, it's just like, what the fuck, dude? That guy makes me so angry.
The issue is that he tries to play the role of a moderator, basically. Like he tries to like moderate, but then he also takes a side while he's moderating.
Yeah.
So it's just like, what are you even doing?
yeah,
This is
He's
so
like a-
dumb.
he's a
It
moderate
just makes you come across as
moderator.
wishy-washy and like not committed to anything.
100%.
But do me a favor, hold that can real quick.
what are we brought to you by? Jesus Christ! You trying to knock it out?
I don't know how you thought that was gonna work. You're
would've-
not gonna be able to punch a
No,
bottle harder than knocking at someone's hand.
No, I wanted to punch it without knocking the can over actually, because I
Okay.
felt like I was gonna hit it and then it was gonna spill.
It had the potential. There was a little bit. in
Yeah,
there.
I didn't want to spend any of that
I'm
grape.
glad it didn't happen. That would have sucked.
yeah. But yeah,
Pierce Morgan should. He
Brought to you
should.
by Olipop.
He should
Not really.
he
Pay
should
us.
sit down on his
Yeah,
chair,
no.
but then it gets caught up his asshole, and he has a whole chair up his asshole and dies from that.
That'd be
he
great.
fits the chair around his. He fits his asshole around the chair.
Like he sits down too fast and he does it.
That's crazy. That's like he has such a cavernous, loose asshole that he sits on the chair and it naturally just folds up into himself.
And he just
I've
dies.
appeared to and completely swallowed my chair whole.
With my anus.
Anyway, don't you feel bad about the IDF soldiers?
Like how
They're people too, you
Imagine
know.
imagine asking a human being.
supporting Israel. I love the IDF.
Can you imagine? Oh my God! The whole entire concert.
The whole concert is playing Black Sabbath songs talking about how much they love Israel. Oh my God.
You think he would leave?
killing Palestinians. Bam!
Did I mention that I like it? I like killing Palestinians. Just over and over again.
That's the whole song.
This motherfucker gets up and starts running around. He's so fucking hyped.
He's like the Six Flags guy.
He stands up. He's young again. He's rejuvenated. He's fucking 28 again. It's like, oh my God.
Oh man.
Oh God.
Loving Israel makes you younger. There's
Oh, my
literally
God.
magic. It's literally magic. We gotta love
Kill
Israel.
kids, yeah.
Oh, we
He's just fucking spitting.
He's twirling, dude. He's crash bandicooting it, dude. He's doing it so much you're seeing like little wind streams around him. You're like, something's happening. Something magical's happening.
If you froze the image of him spinning, it would look crazy. He'd
have a face in every direction.
Like his eye would be like this big, and like he would be shaped like this.
He'd have several mouths.
Song stops, sits down. Now I play Iron Man.
He runs like Tony Dark. There's the fucking lights on his hands.
Kelly Palestinian.
He forces it into the song.
I love Palestinians. Palestinians die, 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 Palestinians.
Fucking Jesus Christ!
Everyone's going crazy. The crowd is wailing. They're well at a frequency that's making planes fall out the sky and shit.
My name's Izzy Israelsborn now.
Izzy Israelsborn.
That is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard in my fucking life.
It's very Pete Sorman, Pete Osborne.
Izzy Israelsborn.
Completely that.
Crazy.
It's completely that.
Is so.
Oh fuck.
Let's go to some fucking questions, dude.
That's great.
We'll move on to questions. We're running a little.
Everybody get up.
Creative Clutch was canceled like I figured it would be also.
Oh yeah. Special guest Benjamin Netanyahu. Yay.
What's going on?
Oh my god.
Yay, Benjamin, you come here on stage. Yay.
Do you know that Iran is 25 minutes away from 25 minutes away?
Fucking music's playing. Did you know?
We need American tax dollars to go kill children and have IDF soldiers wear women's bras and mock the fact that they murdered them.
Iran is reaching 90% uranium enrichment? Oh god. We gotta move on. Move on to some questions.
I'm sweating.
For our patrons over at patreon.com/the Snark Tank. Go over there to ask us a question.
You're not very funny, Christopher. This bomb's very serious. In 20 seconds, it's about to be built.
You're right. I'm gonna
I
say
need
something
all of your
terrible to
money.
you.
I need all of your money to stop it right now.
Okay, man.
Bank account number, please.
Oh.
Hey Benjamin, why weren't you in,
He held his hand out.
it's like Benjamin, why weren't you in Poland in 43, you know? Like why weren't you there?
It was not. That's insane.
Why weren't you there, you know?
Whoa. Well, as a matter of fact, I would have been one of the ones that ratted my people out and lived.
It's crazy.
So what? I think that's what
Wouldn't be surprised some people did shit like that. It's fucking people.
somebody did that. I can't remember.
Alligator,
Wasn't it Kissinger? No. I can't remember.
He is that type of piece of shit. They'd be like, wait, if you come after me, I can't tell you where everyone else
There's some
is.
old evil person that was like that.
Wait, I'm a snitch.
That actually, yeah, he was like, "Oh, I'm Christian, and all of these people are dirty." Like, I can't remember who it was.
I love it, dude. I love how humanity sucks every time, bro. Yeah. Roll the dice. People suck, bro.
I got his. Damn, I can see his face.
I saw something about space tornadoes, like tornadoes on like other planets, and there are tornadoes that are so.
That's just a tornado.
Yeah, space tornado. But they're space tornadoes, you know. And if I said tornadoes and I give you like the size of a tornado, you're gonna be like, "Oh, that's impossible." That's what my friends. In fact, they're in space.
They're not in space.
There are tornadoes in space.
What are you talking
about? Like on
about?
other planets. I'm saying space because it's just not on Earth.
Yeah,
but
he's using space as not here.
Yeah, it's not Earth.
That is not how that works.
I'm not saying there's tornadoes in the gaps of
Don't use it that way, sir.
I like that. It sounds cooler, Space Tornadoes.
That's not.
I know what you're saying.
Because we're in space.
Shut up! Don't tell me I'm scared.
Like you that. As a panic attack.
I stress so much I'm thin and then I'm fatter.
It's crazy.
I'm thin.
You do that.
Gaunt.
Wow.
It's crazy. We're in space, but no one ever gives me it. Damn it.
Hell yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Anyway,
you're talking
we,
about like storms and shit.
But they're like some of them are so big. They're like this, like several of our planet can fit in the eye of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fucking,
And I'm like, that is like, what's the point of
was it
something
Jupiter?
like that?
The red spot in
What'd you
Jupiter?
say?
Jupiter?
Oh, but
What do you think I said?
Oh, the red storm. Yeah.
Yeah, that red spot is like a big ass storm.
That's it's like,
And
what-
I think it can fit like Earths in there. Like you can fit a lot of Earths in that thing.
You put so many Earths in there, man.
what's
Yeah.
the point? You know, like
Yeah,
like,
whatever.
Let's just blow this bitch up. You know, at that moment.
All right.
Let's
Well,
just fucking
we're gonna move on to questions.
nuke this motherfucker, dog.
Patreon.com/Snark Tank. Go over there to ask questions. Colin Moriarty wrote in. Oh no, Colin Moriarty. Sorry, this is his cousin. Hello, uncertainly incorrect, confusedly incorrect, and confidently incorrect. Third time writer, I think. On a previous episode, I believe, Stop Killing Games, Chris talked about how he likes MMOs conceptually, but doesn't like the gameplay loop of MMOs. I've been doing a challenge for myself to get more into or genuinely dive myself into games I don't normally do or generally dislike. As an example, being capitalist or realist, look up Cruelty Squad or multiplayer games in general with Rematch. I think I heard about Cruelty Squad. I don't know much about it though. I was thinking you guys could do the same for everyone if you're willing. What game genre would you think of trying it for? If you want a recommendation to try MMOs, Chris, Guild Wars 1 is a good MMO. Yeah, I've heard good things about good. The issue with MMOs to me, and it's the same thing. It was the same issue with Destiny, to be honest, is that like it's such a time sink that like I can't. Even if I did have all the free time to do it, like. It's simply too much time to dedicate to one thing.
It's a problem. There's the commitment to it too. If you know, because of it being in an MMO, especially if you're working with other people.
Yeah.
I'm having that problem. Like, say, playing something and having like a clan or a guild where I just don't have time to be a part of a real one because I'm not going to cooperate. Like, there's like, and so I'm just like, okay, what can I do to where I can just have maybe 3-4 people in this bitch? And we'll just figure out ways to, you know, min-max like all the daily stuff.
Yeah.
It's fucking hard, but I just don't want to.
It's a lot.
Working with a lot of people and like, oh man, you got to show up today. You got to, like, no.
Yeah, what? Pay me. Like, what are you saying? The thing is, I mean, there are like I dived into JRPGs. I think like a year or two ago. With Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth, and I tried a little bit of Metaphor, and I tried a little bit of Persona. I'm just not really that into them. But I gave them a solid try. The one that I'm considering right now that I'm really and immersive sims I delved into a while back and I really love those. But the one thing that I want to try but I haven't yet, and I own it. I own Civilization. But like I feel like Civ is a game that I would enjoy, but it's like for some reason it's so intimidating that like every time I think of starting it up I'm like, maybe next time, and then it's been like a month since I've even thought about it. But that's the one that I would do if I had the time or the patience to like try a genre that I don't normally care about or normally like. Civ. I don't even know what you would call that. What's that? Because it's not tactics. Exactly.
It's like sim tac. I don't know.
It's
what
like sim tac or like
because
it's not like an RTS either, but it's like kind of.
It has like the elements of it, right?
Yeah.
How the reason why you would call things like roguelite or something, or like or some shit. It just has.
I don't
elements.
Don't I think of a
Never
game?
played Rogue. You ever played Rogue?
Rogue, like the
game
game Rogue?
Yeah.
No. What is that?
The PS2 game?
No, the fucking like probably fucking super old computer game that's based off of that genre.
No, I had no idea that was even real.
Yeah, it's just why like, oh, here's all these elements like that, and then so it's based off of that, like a roguelike or roguelite, which I really don't understand
hate
the
that those
difference
two are
between both. Like, because even when one time I remember looking up the definition between both, and I'm like, what the it seems useless to me. It seems useless to me. I'm like, so you both kind of roguelike, kind of
Yeah,
similar,
if you're
but-
Roguelite is a roguelike light.
Oh,
Gotcha. I had to help.
yeah. I was just like, whatever.
That made me want to shoot you in the head.
So what? So what, dude? I'm here to find things, man. I'm here.
One day.
What games? I don't think there's any kind of game I don't try. Really, I've dabbled with pretty much everything. My preference in games is anything that's not a JRPG right now. Just right now, because I feel like they just.
My preference is anything that isn't this is crazy. It's not really a preference. That's just like a dislike.
Yeah.
Yeah, my preference is anything that isn't something.
Okay. I guess.
They just take too long. I don't know. I think JRPGs need to find a like. I think the only one that's done a good job with exposition the right way is the newest Final Fantasy VII games. Like they got exposition down in a good way. That's kind of like it has the long drawn out nature of it, but it gets to the point in a way that's not like how other ones just like I'm going to talk to you 45 minutes and you're going to need exactly 2 sentences of what I'm talking about to you right now, which drives me up the wall. It's just, but I think I don't know. I'll probably play Metaphor sooner or later.
Yeah.
I'm liking a lot those co-op games. Those co-op like physics-based fucking game. Like I'm playing Peak. And Peak is hysterical. Anything with proximity chat is pretty golden.
Oh yeah, that's
just good time.
That's the most fun kind of video gaming.
Have you played Repo at all?
Not yet. I know what it is.
You should play.
Isn't this Lethal Company pretty much?
Yeah, but like there's something about like the it's not exactly Lethal Company. It's we should gather a room to play it because it is fucking funny.
I want to play that with Lyle.
Yeah, proximity chat like because like the characters like mouths move like as like with your mic and then like the eyes shift to whoever's talking. So like and you got these like it's a naturally very funny game. I like those. I have a lot of fun with those lately.
I'll try it. I'll try to get our friends into playing it.
They're cheap too. Like the most expensive game I've seen in that genre is like $8.
Ooh.
It's fucking crazy.
Too much.
It's crazy.
It's far too much. I can't spare $8.
Far too much.
All right. Next question. Just keep moving.
All right. Relax. Fucking, I'm breathing a little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, let's read the names.
Let's read the name.
Do one question, answer in a second, and read the name.
Oh, let's see what this is. Scooped James wrote in. He says, a while back, you guys were talking about really unhealthy / deep fried foods. I just wanted you guys to know that in Australia, we have deep fried Mars bars. I've had one, and it feels like you're eating the physical embodiment of diabetes. Deep fried... I've never had like fried ice cream or whatever the fuck, or like fried Oreos.
I've tried fried Oreos.
No, I think I've had a fried Oreo once. And I remember feeling like, wow, I'm hurt.
I've had it before.
I've had the fried order for sure. I had
tastes
fried
good, but-
butter. It was stupid as fuck.
I had a piece of fried cheesecake.
What
so
is that
stupid.
even?
Because it's just
Literally what it is.
It's exactly what you think it is.
God, remember the fried water? That's where this came
It's
from.
the same
Stop
fucking.
it.
It's
Stop
the
talking.
same concept. So you have a fucking frozen butter, they fry it, and then it turns into just liquid butter. You bite into it, and it just explodes.
It's like that cake. Jordan showed a video of that cake where somebody cut into the turkey. He cut
the
into
turkey.
the turkey. You're
That
like,
thing looks so gross, dude.
What the funniest thing is he showed me is like, there's this video of some guy who was talking about like random fried foods. Our friend Jordan showed it to us. And then the guy cuts into a fucking turkey, but it's just a turkey made of butter. So all the butter just splashes out of it. And what Derek said to Jordan immediately is like, yo, is that piss? He said that to you? Yo, you showed me the message where you said, is that piss? And I was like, how do you think this was piss? He thought somebody cooked piss.
I thought like he just filled it up, you know, like he punctured a hole in the turkey, pissed in it, and then smoked the turkey. It might be good.
I want to do Star Wars transitions now.
I forgot about that till you said that. Yeah, we should do that.
Someone cooking piss is the most insane. That is the most monstrous thing
That's one
ever.
thing I haven't seen online actually yet. Like somebody we've
Cooking
seen
piss?
Yeah, we've
Actually making ramen
I've
with
seen
piss.
NyQuil and chicken. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
like-
the NyQuil chicken.
You've seen like fucking damn near everything.
Cool chick.
What I haven't seen is somebody cook up some chicken on a skillet and then start pissing in it to like base it, you know?
What the fuck,
Then you start like
man?
doing the whole base thing with the
Pissing
spoon.
in a hot frying pan?
Yeah. How I'm surprised that like
That's
that guy,
that's the end. Like I think that like that's the
That
end
is
of
the
like
final.
humanity. That's when the rapture.
That's when
starts.
Mr. Final comes up
that's
to
what
you.
Mr. Fun.
Mr. Final, of course, the main antagonist for the Final Destination film.
It's a
the
series.
embodiment of the. I'm here.
I'm Mr. Final.
Mr. Final.
Mr. Final's here. The final call.
I'm driving this truck with a bunch of logs in it. How weird.
How we?
Oh, look at the logs again. Oh man, look at that.
Where's the logs?
I wonder what's
You're in
the
space and you're an astronaut in space and the logs find you.
no.
What the fuck?
Just perfectly. It's like fucking God of War. What the hell is the God of War? Ares. Ares fucking throws this like pillar at Kratos from
heaven.
just from
heaven.
He's
pretty
not in
much.
heaven, but it's like it's heaven distance. He's like fucking, oh, he got the Pandora's box, eh? And then fucking 1,000 miles away, pinpoints it, hits his chest, and I'm like, why would that guy ever lose to Kratos at any point? Like, shut the
Plot,
fuck up.
Derek, plot.
I know.
It's plot.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I gotta be
I know.
I get it. I fucking understand. Oh my god.
It's all plot.
All right, let's see. Did we answer the question? I don't even remember what the question was.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I think it was just like
about the deep fried
He was just
stuff.
mentioning fried food.
Yeah. Oh, the OC fair is going on. We can get some,
Oh, it's happening already?
yeah, we get some fried shit from there.
Fried shit?
Yeah.
I gotta go then. I love the fair. It's a good time. I've seen the ponies.
I think I've ever been to a fair.
Don't
I think I've ever seen a fair now. I think about it.
don't park in the fair, man.
Don't do it.
Holy fuck.
Don't
I would
do
never
it.
park to it.
Holy fuck.
Quite frankly, any event I don't park at.
Yeah.
Like if I'm going to an event, I don't know. I'll park far away. I'll walk, or I'll Uber or something.
Yeah. Say like even park somewhere and then Uber the rest of the way.
Yeah.
If possible.
It's
That might be
crazy.
more worth it.
Yeah.
It's a crazy, unless you're willing to pay for fucking crazy parking, punny. Like
And then just fucking the last time I was there, the line was hilarious. We got dropped off at an Uber, me and my buddy, and we're just like, hey man, just fucking let us out here. You're gonna be fucked if you keep going. Like that guy was gonna be stuck there for like a half hour, missing out on other rides.
I love doing that to Uber drivers.
Oh yeah, just getting them stuck.
Getting them stuck,
Why?
and then bouncing like a little bit earlier to
Yeah.
pretend like I'm courteous.
And you give
What?
them a 3-cent tip.
Yeah, sometimes I look. Sometimes all I do, honestly, is I go on Google Maps and I look for traffic jams, and I get Ubers to drive me to the traffic jams, and then I leave. I walk off the highway.
Yo, there's got to be some piece of shit that actually does that.
Yeah, me.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
I did this
It is
this
you.
morning.
Oh, you did this morning.
suck.
Yeah,
That's
at 2
really-
a.m.
Dude, you found the traffic jam at 2 a.m.
It's surprisingly not
I
difficult.
guess on the 101 easily.
Were you there with us when we went to? Oh no, you weren't, because this was 2015. This is before I even lived out here proper. Like me, Joe, Jalen, we went to. I think not BlizzCon proper, but there was like a BlizzCon after party thing at like some hotel that like a friend of ours was going to, and the traffic to this place was crazy. But then going back at like 2:30 a.m., we hit gridlock for I think 2 hours. At 2 a.m.
That sounds like
up
some-
from I don't know, wherever. I don't even. Where's BlizzCon usually? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
It's either Anaheim or
It's likely Anaheim.
it's either Anaheim or San Diego.
It was SD. You guys were driving for hours.
Yeah. Well, we were stuck.
Well,
there
that
forever.
sounds about right for 2 a.m. 2 hours. Well, unless
No,
like,
but we were. I mean, we were stuck.
if you
for
were
a
stuck,
long time.
then something happened. Like at
No,
2
we found
a.m.?
out. We found
was
out
it?
what happened. Like some guy parked in the middle of the freeway.
No.
This is real.
But
Actually.
how does that stop everything?
Because okay, so it wasn't at 2 hours. I'm misremembering. 2 hours was when I was stuck in a on World Way in LAX. I was stuck in World Way for 2 hours. Actually, for real.
When we went to Pismo Beach, we were stuck for. We were.
Isn't that insane?
We were in traffic.
I think that's how you go postal. That's it. That's falling down in the movie. That's exactly what that is.
Dude, I feel like Michael Douglas.
I don't get bothered by traffic all that much. Like
2 hours in the airport.
It annoys me like a lot, but I'm like whatever.
You don't
like,
drive that often though, do you?
I mean, I drove. We drove to San Diego today. We got stopped.
You drove?
I drove down.
Oh, okay.
You drove to San Diego today?
Well, to this weekend.
I know what
sorry.
you mean.
This weekend.
I thought like you always made Lily do the driving duties.
No, she drives like in the
You're
area.
like, driving don't bother me.
She's like, we drive in the
Sleeping.
area, but like if she's what you call, but like if we're like going somewhere, like we're doing a long ride, and she's like, we're gonna have to split
you
off.
guys do the
We're not gonna
duties.
do this. And I'm like,
All
all
right.
right, cool.
Fair enough. I guess San Diego's not even that.
It's really not that far.
It's not that far.
It's really not that. It's like It's not a hop, skip, and a jump, but it's like not the furthest thing. Like going to San Fran is a rough drive.
I don't want to do that.
That is a rough drive.
Yeah, it's 6
I
hours.
don't want to
right?
drive.
Something
No,
like
No,
that?
like 5.5.
it's way more than that. What
San
the hell are
Fran?
you talking
No.
about? Yes, absolutely.
I don't know.
No, I went there recently. It was like 5.5 hours.
You're fucking misremembering for
no,
sure.
I'm being dead serious. Like 5.5
I
hours.
could
It's not
misremember.
5.5 hours.
Maybe, maybe 6.5 then?
It's more than that.
No way. Look it up. Look up from now. Like
On average,
Yeah,
on average, to make it to San Francisco, you're probably you would be driving extremely fast to get there in 6 hours.
it's like 5.5, 6.
It's not that. You're thinking probably Central, not fucking San Francisco. I'll put on ChatGPT.
I guess no.
I'm gonna say from Los Angeles. No, it's let's see.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember.
Because San Fran's the Bay,
From
right?
Los Angeles, how long would it take to drive to San Francisco on average? I was gonna say
That
bitch.
just burned
I was gonna,
50,000 trees to answer this
I
question.
want it to. I'm done with this earth. I'm like fucking Dr. Manhattan, but not smart and dumb and gay.
So not Dr. Manhattan at all.
So you're none of the cool parts of it. You're just a
You're
dumb
more like
black guy.
you're more like nurse practitioner Long Island.
So if you're driving really fast, you probably could get there in 6 hours. But like say, and there's a scenic route 7 hours. That's insane. Why would anybody do that? But if you're taking the north up, that's what you would take. You would take the 5. So so if you go there really fast, some people have cleared about 5.5 hours. But that's
5.5 is great. I would imagine 6 and 6.5.
that's probably like very lucky. But like I would say,
I remember the last time that I drove there it was like 6.
usually
6
when
or 7.
people go there, in like my mom, she went up to I think Sacramento. I think it was about like six and a half
Sacramento
hours.
further? It's
A little
further,
bit,
right? Yeah.
but not by a lot.
I
But it
went-
is definitely further.
I've been to San Fran, once or twice?
I have a memory of going, but then I think it might be someone else's memory because, like when I was young,
it's just
like
not
when I-
real.
Like that's what I mean when I was young because I feel like I remember seeing like trolleys and all these hills and shit, but I'm like, did
was
I
just
do that?
Have you been? So you don't know?
You just
You've never
watched-
been there?
I don't think so, unless I was when I was a kid, but I don't.
Have you ever
remember.
watched Full House?
Pieces of it.
Okay, so you probably-
Isn't that's Family Matters?
Family Matters. It's a rare condition.
Stop singing Family Matters.
Stop.
To read in the
Suck on my
I've been
ass.
to I don't know.
This nigga is gay.
I've been to San Francisco in a while.
I
I had good the food out there was really good though.
It's a fun
I want to
place.
try some. I want to try some Chinese food from San Francisco because I know
It's
a
bomb.
lot
It's
of
pretty good.
Chinese immigrated up there. So
Yeah. A lot of the Chinese.
What'd you say? The
The
Did you
Chinese,
say
Chinese.
Chinese?
I said Chinese.
the Tian Shin Han.
the
Chinese.
Shinkan is crazy.
Damn, I want some, dude. There's no good Chinese food in Burbank to me.
No, there's none.
What the? Why?
Not at all.
I don't know.
Not at all.
Why?
I don't
quite
like West
frankly-
Coast Asian food. If I'm being honest, like like it's still good, but it's not what I want.
Quite frankly, I
love
can't.
Asian food,
It's hard for
brother.
me to find Chinese food on this in this entire
Coast.
side of the coast.
Yeah.
Well, not this side of the coast because obviously San Francisco has really good fucking Chinese food.
Yeah.
But like in Los Angeles in general, like I find that every time I get Chinese food, like even the good ones, it's like I mean, I don't know.
I think Chinese isn't what's good here. I think there's good fusion food. I think there's really good pho.
I fucking.
I think there's very good. There's good
suck my
Japanese
penis.
food.
I'm so tired of
barbecue?
fusion. I'm so tired of fusion stuff, man.
Japanese
Pick
food.
a fucking lane, dude.
Because perfect that thing.
Yeah.
You know, don't mix your bullshit.
You know what they don't have here at all? Really, none. It's Caribbean food. Like actually,
That is
there's
true.
none. There's like genuinely.
I think
zero.
there's one place called Mofongo, and I
Mofongo's
don't
is
even. I don't.
fine.
And it's not. Yeah,
fine.
it's like it's very like whatever.
I had the mofongo there, and the mofongo at Mofongo's wasn't that good. And I was like,
Was it?
did a Mexican make this?
Yes, probably. Like in all likelihood, they're just like they're. It's so funny because
Did the
it's
person
like,
that made this have any black ancestry? No, not eating it.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah. There is one.
Whatever.
Pasadena has one China Express that I like. It's right next to Louisiana Chicken. Because I have to go to Pasadena if I want to get Louisiana Chicken because even though the downtown, the South Central one's closer, because of traffic, it's not.
Yeah.
'Cause I got to get on the 110, and the 110's fucked. It's like, I don't want to get into it, but it's just
At
like,
any time
it just
you'd
makes me
want
mad
that
because
chicken.
I'm close enough.
Pasadena's got a lot of good food like that though.
Yeah.
Like there's actually like there's a lot of good Asian food over there in general.
Yeah,
Like there's like this place called 88 Beef Noodle or whatever.
Yeah,
That's like really fucking good. I think it's 88 beef noodle.
Pasadena is a pretty decent area.
I fuck with it. Yeah.
Other living in this city, I'd live in Pasadena. Other than that, I would leave.
We almost did.
I would live in Pasadena.
She was trying to get a job there, but she didn't snag it because I was like, we'll fucking move to Pasadena. But
Although it's fucking catches fire like weirdly.
actually.
Yeah, dude. You gotta be on the other side. If you got on the side of the mountain near
Altadena's
Glendale.
fucked.
Yeah, that place is destroyed.
That's so crazy to
That
me.
place is destroyed. Like, it's still fucked.
Yeah, I think there's just evil over there or something. Dude, last time I remember I was passing through Altadena and some guy jumped off
The bridge?
yeah, he was like, wee.
Are you
So that
serious?
happened.
Yeah.
So that happened. I think the year we moved here, someone killed themselves.
Something like that.
Someone killed themselves
However
on that
long
bridge.
ago it
Is
was.
that when the Wendigo showed up?
Huh? Next question.
Yeah.
Why'd you even try to speak? You didn't have it. You didn't
Jay-Z in a Yankee hat suit
Oh yeah.
wrote in. I haven't seen that name in a while.
Right.
Uh,
That's awesome.
Such a ridiculous image. Salutations, supple salacious sigmas. Been listening since episode 37 with Shu on it back in 2020, and I just graduated high school this June. Don't do the math. Don't do the math. I was far too young for this. Yeah, clearly. We keep telling you to stay the fuck away. For my question, I've always wondered, what are you supposed to do in a mugging situation? Do you run or give it up? And have you boys ever been mugged or witnessed / known someone who's been mugged? What would you boys do in that situation? And no, Chris, you can't kill yourself. I would definitely not kill myself. That's a what? Can you imagine? Would you rather be mugged or kill yourself?
Duh, kill
take
myself.
my shit.
Duh.
Duh. Fucking, I'm not losing my shit on purpose.
Brother, I had a cholo try to mug me. It's crazy.
If you're getting mugged, comply.
It was
That's the best thing to do. Just fucking comply.
It depends.
It's scary, man.
comply,
I've seen people get fucking because it depends on the fucking person that's doing it.
Yeah,
sometimes
so like more often than not, just
more often than not, if you
comply.
comply, will be fine. But damn, man, I've seen people like I knew a guy who still, someone who's close to the family. You know, he got robbed and he still got stabbed.
That's crazy.
He was getting fucking dominoed.
That's like
too.
breaking the that's like the breaking the decorum.
Totally.
In some way, it's
Totally.
just like what
You already got.
I agreed.
You got it. Like you don't need to hurt me. It's like I remember. Fucking, do you remember the Eminem?
Which one?
the Eminem what?
The Eminem song "Criminal."
I'm a fucking
Yeah.
criminal.
There's a skit where it's like, put the fucking money in the bag, he's robbing a bank.
Yeah.
And at the very end, like, she's like, don't kill me. He's like, I'm not going to kill you, bitch. Just put the money in the bag. And then he, thank you. And he runs out. And well, the funny thing about that is whoever's with him in the car says, M, don't kill anyone. He's like, all right. And he's like annoyed. He kills her anyway.
Piece
So,
of shit.
It's just like that. It's bullshit
like Don
that.
Cheadle's character from that movie. I forgot what movie it was with him and it was him and Samuel L.
Iron Man?
Jackson. It was Don Cheadle. And
You know Don Cheadle's related to Chester Cheadle?
So that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That is the
true.
stupidest thing. Don Cheadle is a picture of him and Cheetah together when they're kids, like hugging, they're doing like the cousin hug thing, where they're like hugging each other.
See, that's what I can get on board with AI. Like, make me that picture.
Yeah.
Make me this show.
Make me this.
Make me this show.
Don Cheadle and Chester Cheadle.
And Chester
Shield her.
No, his
Chester
stage name is Cheetah.
Yeah, Chester Cheadle the cheetah.
Yeah. Because he was born. It's like a Stuart Little situation where he's not a cheetah, but he looks remarkably like
Cheadle.
one.
That's crazy. To the point he doesn't wear clothes.
Yeah.
What I was saying,
He also doesn't really look like a cheetah if you look at Chester Cheetah.
okay, so there is
It's like a fucking cartoon.
So Don Cheadle the cheetah.
Don Cheadle and Denzel Washington are in a movie together where Don Cheadle's character is a fucking maniac. And then he kills somebody and he, like, I had to kill him. He looked at me or something like that. And then Denzel Washington's character is just like, oh, this guy's fucking crazy. I just brought a crazy man on a serious operation. We're cooked. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, I don't.
I'll look it up later. I'll look it up and I'll tweet it.
This is not Short Circuit you're describing?
Yeah, John Cheadle, Johnny Five.
Johnny
Five Cheadle?
Yeah.
Johnny Five is Don Cheadle.
Yeah.
But
Right?
it's not him doing the voice. It's like it's literally Don Cheadle stretched to the proportions of Johnny Five.
You see that guy that Photoshop shit like that? He fucking makes like, oh, what if this was this, and then so he'll like stretch like The Rock. What if The Rock was fucking Johnny Five, and then he'll fucking stretch and put it on Johnny Five. This guy's so funny.
Oh god.
Yeah, but if you're getting robbed, dude, best case scenario is have a gun on you. But other than that,
the issue is there's nothing on your person that is worth being killed over. Generally speaking,
100%.
So like I don't know. I've never been mugged. I've never been robbed.
I've been robbed. Yeah. I've been robbed,
which is honestly fucking crazy, based on like where I have been and my size. Like I kind of don't understand how I've avoided it my entire life, but
maybe you look broke. You're like, whatever.
That is true. I do leave the house looking raggedy as fuck.
I've been robbed once. I once the guy gave me
I robbed
him.
home.
Yeah. You robbed him.
He gave me enough money to get home, and that was at least nice, I guess.
He left you enough money to get home?
He gave me enough money to be able to get on a train and get back to the Bronx.
That's crazy.
Awesome. I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's an actual. I can appreciate that.
He's an upstanding guy. He just took my wallet and my money and I don't know, my time and frightened me.
And ripped your underwear off?
Yeah, you get your
right
underwear.
out my pants.
Yeah.
He grabs the part of my pants that's definitely no opening and just yanks some underwear come off. And I'm like, what happened just now?
He rips your underwear out through your fly, gives it a quick whiff, and then runs.
And then runs away.
They're blue underwear. He sniffed it so hard they're fucking white.
Sniffing so hard that the color leaves an item is fucking insane.
Thanks, kid. And then he runs off.
Kid. He's gone. It's like, where'd the color go? Where'd the color go?
Thanks, kid.
Thanks, I appreciate you, kid.
Later, punk.
Appreciate you, kid.
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy when I got mugged. It was because I was about to leave the country, so I think it was a farewell. I think it was like a
farewell.
It was like a farewell
Au revoir.
thing. Like, I've never been fucked with in my hometown, and then literally, I think it was like a few days before I went to Greece. Then this guy was just, hey, do you have a lighter? And I gave him a lighter. I'm like, yeah, sure, buddy. I'm fucking cholo. Like, I deal with them all the time. I grew up in La Habra. And then he starts mumbling when he asked me, like, can I use your phone? And I was like, no.
Oh, I hate that shit.
I was like, no, you can't use my phone. I told him I died, like, and that's when he was like, oh, and then he fucking hit me in the chin, and I was like, yo.
I remember, I think somebody tried to pull that shit on me in Burbank, actually, now I think about it, because I was walking around with Smokey. I can't remember what the reason was, but I was like so tired. I was like, oh my God, I was having such a bad time. And then some guy comes up and was like, yo, can I use your phone? And I was like, I think I can't remember exactly what I said, but I said something along the lines of like, I cannot experience this right now. And I turned away from him, and then he just walked back. It was like where the subway plaza is, that weird.
Oh yeah, I know where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. At this point, I'm like, bro, there's no reason for you not to have a phone. I'm not.
Yeah. Like, what do you like? Find a fucking carrier pigeon or something if you need to get a message out. Like, what do you mean? Yeah. Like, what are you relying on me for?
It's
some random stranger on the street. I'm not going to give you my phone. Are you
kidding me? There's no good reason. It's not like back in the day if you saw somebody with a cell phone, which was rare. Like when I was a kid, and maybe there's an emergency, you're like, oh, please, can I use your phone? Like, there's a emergency. Like, okay.
Yeah, they were rare items. Yeah, they were rare.
Yeah, so like I can understand like, oh, this might be a dire situation. This guy's serious, because it's not normal to ask somebody to use the fucking phone because there's payphones everywhere. So now, like even in 2016, when the guy was like, can I use your phone? No, what the fuck?
You should have knocked him out first.
I didn't.
You should have like, hey, can I use it? Get a lighter?
He didn't assume.
You gave him the lighter, and you just
and then I fucking just
bank his.
I
shit.
shatter my fucking head.
It looks like 4 extras hands.
Yeah.
His jaw is like the bottom of his jaw somewhere over here, and then you rob him, and leave him naked in the street.
Yeah, like it's a fucking RPG where you just like get the clothes, you just select it. You
put him naked in the street, and then drag him into traffic, and then wait till a car comes and push him in front of it. It's like prop his body up.
I wish, man. In hindsight, like, how dare you? Fuck, I had yogurt in my hands too, and they exploded on my chest from getting tensing up from getting hit.
You're like, oh.
And then like after fucking the whole thing was over, I looked. I was like, there's fucking cum all over me, man.
He bust on me too.
He fucking hit me, then he busted on me, and he fucking. The crazy thing was when I went upstairs, I ran upstairs to get the high ground because I was basically gonna like kill him. Essentially, like, oh, he's gonna come upstairs, so I'm gonna kick him down and then beat. Like the whole scenario went through my head. But then he was smart enough. He's a smart cholo, where he's like, oh, you have the high ground. I'm not Anakin. And so he walked away talking shit. The audacity. He started talking shit to me. He like as if I wronged him.
Goodness me. Can't believe you fucking put us in a situation where you can't continue to beat you up.
You stupid motherfucker. This is, and I'm like, you hit me. That's so crazy.
I haven't been in a fight in such a long time, man. It's crazy.
Jeez. Besides that, it was probably like high school, maybe.
Huh.
Last time I was in a physical altercation was
Middle school?
outside of the McDonald's in Poughkeepsey.
That can't be right. No. What am I
By the
saying?
high school. I was over
got
there.
jumped by these fucking Florida rednecks. What are you talking? I forgot about that.
You should have ate one
I
of
talked
them.
about that.
You should have like been all of them biting their neck.
No,
and
they try to eat
and they
me.
pull you off, and you're like,
Last fight.
They try to eat me.
The last fight I was in that wasn't boxing
Yeah.
was it was high school.
Yeah.
Or like just before high school, I think. It was like it might have been junior high.
Was it like over like Jimmy Neutron or something?
No, some kid was.
Trading
I told the
cards?
story before. Some kid was like harassing me the whole year. He was like bothering me on the bus, and then the last week of school, I was just like, I'm just gonna hit this guy. So it's like I don't have to be here anymore. I did all my classes, and so I punched his head into the window of the bus, and then he never bothered me again.
Yeah, I like.
And then he switched schools the next year. Which is crazy.
Dude changed his entire life.
Yeah,
and you fucking put a pistol and put it against his hip, like, hey, stay still, stay still.
it was just so fucking egregious.
that.
The thing about it is, every morning,
Don't move.
every morning he would like sit behind me on the bus, and he would like do this, where he would like, you know what, he would like. Against like
That would set me off a
against
lot.
the cushion of the chair, and I had the patience of a fucking saint.
Yeah.
I dealt with that for like a good for the entire school year. I was like, you know what, whatever.
It's crazy you did that.
Fucking, I'll ignore it.
It's crazy
Because I was like, because I don't want to fight if I don't have to, especially at that point. Because like it's actually funny in retrospect because like I knew how to fight because I think I had just moved to that town. Like maybe a year ago, and like the entire like 3 years before that, I was doing like
Yeah, your dad taught you how to kill
Yeah, exactly.
Viet Cong.
well, I was one stripe away from a black belt, and then I didn't do it.
What discipline?
Kenpo or something?
Kempo?
Yeah, I think it was that.
Is that when you like? I don't know what that one is actually.
It's about it's invented by Kenny Chesney.
Okay.
No,
I have
no,
not,
it is real. I know Kenpo is a real thing. I don't know what it is.
I've heard the name. I just don't know what that one is.
It's just generalized karate. I think.
Isn't
I
that
don't
the
know.
thing that you trip people and they almost die from? Isn't that the crazy tripping?
It is very kick focused from what I recall.
What's the name
No,
of that
you're
thing?
thinking of
Aikido.
You're thinking of keto.
That shit is so crazy dangerous. It's insane.
like a
It's
diet?
really not actually
because it's all it is tripping people really violently.
Well, if
but the
you-
thing is that if someone hits their head, they die.
But, like,
so like it's like
in a real life scenario, that shit doesn't like take judo. Judo works.
Yeah.
Like Aikido, it doesn't. It's not.
I just think the idea of this silly martial art where you trip some guy real hard and he hits the back of his head and dies, and you're like, "Fuck, dude! I just kicked his legs from under him."
That's the
Yeah.
only reason why. Like
That's why. But that's exactly why I didn't want to get into. Like I was aware of that. I was like,
yeah,
I don't.
yeah.
It's not worth it, even as a kid.
Yeah, it is.
To like. Oh, maybe, yeah.
As a
I
kid.
mean, it was totally worth it, actually, now that I think about it.
As a kid, it
But-
felt it because like especially kids, they don't fall as far and they don't fall as hard, so they're not going to die if they hit their head.
For me, I was
True. I don't know if I was thinking about that necessarily.
I was all up for fighting until I saw a fight outside of like school parameters. Like I saw my first like outside of the area fight that went on too long. And I was like, no more of this. Never gonna do this again. Because it was like McGillicuddy's.
That's
It's
crazy.
not a real fucking place.
Fucking that place. Like two people I knew got into a fight.
I feel like that's from the I Love Lucy or
No,
something.
McGillicuddy it's from where we live. It's like I think it's in New Paltz, I think.
Oh, nobody was New Balls.
Other than McGillicuddy's, I
McGillicuddy's.
guess.
I gotta go to McGillicuddy's and New Paltz.
It was fucking
Fakest
yeah.
sentence in the world.
It is. It's either in New Paltz or it's in fucking or it was in Poughkeepsie. Those are two very different places. But
What, they got the piss beaten out of them or something?
no, yeah, it was a
Somebody
fight that
did?
went on too long. It was a fight that like, someone was down and no one
Oh,
got
and they were
involved
just,
to
like,
stop
stomping?
it. And I saw a guy fucking was tap dancing on some guy's head. He kicked him in the head, and the guy's head just went back, and he fucking like he looked like a dog running in its sleep. And I was
See
just
that
like,
video of the guy
oh,
trying
shit.
to suplex somebody and he broke his own neck?
No.
Trying to suplex someone?
What?
Fucking idiot. Anyway.
I saw a video of a guy stealing
that
from a
sounds
mall.
awesome.
A video of a guy stealing from a mall, and he was like, he stole some glasses. He was like flaunting it in the mall. Then he just got chased.
Oh, he jumped
for
off, like,
having
the
it.
third
and he
story?
jumped off the second. He jumped off one flight, but he landed on an ice rink. So he broke both his legs. And I was
Glasses?
Yep.
Man.
Not even prescription.
don't even better his life. And I'm like, what are you
It's
doing?
purely a style
Just
accessory.
give up, retard. Like, damn.
I was like, you stupid.
You're
nigga.
just cooked at
if
that
you
point.
gave it back, they would just ban you.
He fucking
Like-
he ran away from stealing glasses like that, like John Wilkes Booth
Yeah,
ran from
literally.
killing, like trying to kill Lincoln.
Yeah, well,
Broke
at least
both
he,
But
his
John Wilkes
fucking legs.
Booth was Lincoln.
at
right?
least he did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
who was JFK?
Lee Harvey?
Lee Harvey,
Lee Harvey Oswald. That's right.
Yeah.
Apparently they're
What the
related.
fuck is this? The silent cartographer.
Is that an ambient? Is that an Amber Alert?
What is the silent?
Oh, that's my Wi-Fi. Why?
Oh,
What does it
okay,
say?
okay. So it says it does not appear to be connected to the internet. Oh, I guess I auto connected.
Oh yeah, maybe my internet's fucking.
Sorry,
cutting
I
out
was
again.
fucking. I was like, who has my phone? I was like,
Who has my phone? That's crazy.
The silent
Who has my phone?
The silent cartographer in fairness is a fairly ominous. Like there is something like, what is that?
yeah,
It looks nefarious.
Who currently has my phone that I'm holding right now?
It's not like somebody finally got access to it and they're gonna do some weird shit to it. Who knows? Put a bunch of Epstein shit on there. And they'd be like, "Oh, see, it wasn't Epstein. It was Derek."
Derek. It wasn't.
We got the wrong guy.
It wasn't Jeffrey Epstein. It was Derek Black.
I'm not even old enough to be like. What are you talking about? I couldn't have been around being on planes and shit, running a fucking
Tell it
island.
to the judge.
Right. Yeah, whatever. You and your sick fucking gross painting of Bill Clinton in a dress, you freak.
What?
I don't. Oh, that's not my.
Oh my
It's not
god.
mine. I did it. Okay.
Imagine having to argue that's not mine.
It's like,
Do a big painting of Bill Clinton in a dress that's like 16 feet tall or whatever the fuck.
You being brought in front of the judge, the jury,
Right.
like
We
that.
finally got him. We told you.
We got him.
We told you.
All I'm out. Let's get this last question. This is a wild one. So prepare yourselves. Corinth wrote in. Wrote in. He says, "Hey Chris, Derek, and the guy I send all my fucked memes to. Bit of a long one, but it's worth it. A few weeks ago, I had to dispose of one of those sex toys that's literally just a scaled down woman's lower torso. Oh no. I impulse bought it online when I was 18. I'm 20 now. Mid-stroke, it's so horny I was shooting cum out of my eyeballs. I used it twice and hated it. So I hid it in the back of my closet until I was finally bold enough to get rid of it. As I couldn't just throw it away as I live with family. So my friend picked me up, no questions asked, and drove me to the other side of town and behind a strip mall so we could throw it in a dumpster. Unfortunately, the dumpster was locked. All the dumpsters were locked. So I ended up dumping it behind a dumpster that was facing a road and therefore not well hidden at all, as it was the only place that the cameras behind the strip mall couldn't see. After getting back to the car and driving off, my friend brought up that either that thing will remain behind that dumpster festering forever, or, which pertains to the question, some poor minimum wage worker would have to pick it up, box and all, and get rid of it himself. Mind you, in order to fit it into my backpack to travel with, I had to cut the box into 4 flattened pieces. So it's not like they could just put the... Oh my god, what have you done, dude? So you have to pick up the thing then. You can't even put it in the box.
See, this is that, was that finished?
Well, there's a question afterwards, but if we want to address the meat of it.
I am perplexed how insanely elaborate that is, because like I've had like say there was I got sent 3 sex toys by Real Doll, or not Real Doll, what were they called? That doesn't matter. I forgot.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
The Fleshlight. What am I saying? It
Oh,
was
yeah,
Fleshlight.
yeah.
Fleshlight sent me 3 things. I gave 2 away. I tried one. I was like, this sucks.
Yeah.
And instead, now I know it's not a fucking half torso or whatever the fuck, but still, all you do is put it in a trash bag,
That's what I was thinking.
fucking tie it, and then
Put it in the trash
put
can.
it in the trash can. What
Yeah,
the
yeah,
fuck did
that's-
you do, dude?
That's kind of how I feel about it too. Is like, because I've definitely had to dispose of things secretly when I was living with family, and I would just put it in a trash bag and put it in the trash can,
Yeah.
in a trash bag,
Because
and then
people-
always for posterity,
Put some other stuff in there.
Yeah,
too.
paper towel, paper plate.
You can put some other stuff into the cover, make sure it can't be transparent or whatever.
Yeah.
Or you just get a black trash bag if you really want to. You can't see through it. Here's the thing. At that point, if somebody finds it, they're a bigger freak than you.
Exactly.
That's how I felt about it. It's like, what are you doing digging through the trash?
Yes.
Fucking weirdo.
Yes.
That's crazier than what I did.
Way crazier because you're just fucking a toy. That's not a big deal, actually.
Fucking up too.
Now, it depends on what kind of toy you're talking about. But if
It would be it would be wild to just throw it away with no trash bag though. It's like it's just like open the trash
like,
can.
is
like a fleshlight.
If we were living together and you saw a fleshlight in our trash can, like in like Olive when we were living
I
on
would mind my
Olive.
business.
Have you ever seen what the fleshlight looks outside of the
It looks
thing?
very funny, yeah.
It looks so weird. So just seeing that.
It looks
I
like a
imagine,
forge object.
like-
It's like very weird looking.
put on the top of the trash can in the kitchen. Right?
That's crazy. Laying on top
Yeah,
like a Twinkie.
Like somebody puts a dollop of whipped cream on a fucking ice cream.
But this was way too elaborate to the point where this person, they even thought, where is this
They're
look?
gonna go other
Where is this
side
the
of
weird?
town.
Where is this the least weirdest place to put this? Oh, behind a strip club because there's probably a bunch of weird sex stuff here anyway.
I love the idea that you involved your friend in this.
Yeah.
Like, why? I would never in a million years involve my friend in disposing of a sex toy unless it was for content.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Listen,
So, like-
guy. No, don't. No. The
You
torso
overthought
thing-
it.
Yeah.
You overthought it.
I understand.
I want a torso.
I understand you were-
but I understand that.
It is embarrassing to have. I get that. That is one of those. If you do it as a like, oh, I'm ironic, you're being ironic.
Sure you
like,
are.
haha.
Yeah,
Like
funny
the-
I got this.
I'm sure plenty of people have said that. Even like, oh, I got this dildo. Haha, that's funny, huh? And then he's like behind the scenes, fucking plowing that shit. I
If
imagine,
you're
in the
into-
middle of talking about it.
I imagine that
the
happens
issue is
to
that
them.
like you cannot own something like that because like if it's in your possession, curiosity will get the better of you at some point.
And you'll
because
use
otherwise you just have something
You're
with
gonna
no
use it,
purpose.
yeah.
Yeah,
And so you're gonna use it.
you know why you bought it.
You know why you bought it.
I can suppress myself from using things that are worth money, but like I have like cards that I have that, dude.
Oh, I
Oh, like
think
I have
collectible
cards,
stuff.
I have
Yeah,
collectible
well,
things.
sure.
Okay.
Speaking of that,
I didn't understand. For a
I thought we
second,
were
I was
talking
like,
about, like, sex
what the
toys
hell
or
are you
something.
talking about?
like truly worth money. So if I got like a sex toy that was like made by Kojima and it's literally Norman Reedus, like it's
Norman
the only-
Reedus.
like
Reedus
like
sex
it's
doll.
like it's the Death Stranding fucking completely him on the beach, and for some reason he's like doing something and it's Norman Reedus literally, but it's a fucking sex toy. I wouldn't use that, but this is worth too much money for me to use. I'm not gonna deface it.
I'm so immature that my brain's never considered like a male sex doll. But like, of course,
Yeah,
no shit.
yeah,
Yeah, so now just
Well,
having
you're not a homosexual versus, so
sure,
that
but it's
doesn't
just like it's. I was just thinking.
I
Of
think I remember
bending over a
seeing-
Norman Reedus sex doll and fucking it.
just walling on it, dude. And it's his size. It's like
totally
life size.
I think I remember seeing like because I went to years ago. I went to a toy factory.
badass.
Yeah, with Lacey. She was shooting something there, and I was like doing camera work for her. So what a weird trip, actually. I totally forgot about that. But like I remember the room where they were just all assembled. It looks so funny because it's just like just dicks, and then like oh, there's an ass. It's just like on the wall. It's like a rack of asses.
That actually sounds awesome.
It was very funny. It was very
Going
difficult
to the
to.
sex factory.
It was quite difficult to maintain. Like
It's like, did they have sex Oompa Loompas there?
no.
They're just naked and orange. There's no orange. They're just naked. That's all.
Oompa Loompa, we're gonna fuck.
They had one of the. They had one of
You're
the.
gonna fuck.
They had one of the early
Fucking fuck.
early robots though that talked to you.
Oh,
That's-
We got to talk to, and
That's
it was weird.
too far. That's too far.
Yeah,
It was a little upsetting.
I need that shit to be like perfect before. It
I just
can't.
don't
It
want
can't.
that.
You need to be completely indistinguishable.
Yeah.
You need for me to not even debate whether or not you're a real person.
Yeah,
You know what I
like
mean? Even if you are functionally like
Ghost
a
in the
machine.
shell type shit.
Yeah.
It's got to be like where I can.
I don't think I would.
Which I don't think we'll live to see.
I
quite
just don't
Probably
need that.
not.
I just don't need that. You know, I don't need it to be
Well,
able to talk
yeah,
back
I don't
to me.
need. I don't need it at all either.
But anyway, to get to this guy's question.
Oh yeah, let's go.
He says, so I ask you this, after all that. Have you ever done something that you knew would fuck up someone's day, but were gone from the scene of the crime before you could take responsibility?
Yeah,
Probably.
Yeah, I've done. Of course.
Do you have an
Of course.
example?
I've definitely made messes for Lily to clean up for after me because she made me mad. Like petty enough to be like, you know what?
You're
She's
so
not gonna
petty,
like this.
man. That's so
I
crazy.
am not
I've
usually
never
a petty
done anything like
person,
that.
but
I'm not usually a petty person,
Not
he
usually,
says.
but I've fallen to being angry sometimes. I'm a perma
You
human.
like ripped her shit because she actually.
Oh my god,
ripped
that
you.
is the most funny thing I've ever done to her. Where we were playing, she pulled my thing, she fucked my shirt, and I went out there and just
And then you like, that's so crazy.
She was just like, dude, what the fuck? And I was like, I'm sorry. I let my impulsive thoughts win.
You like you have a demon in you that needs to be.
This is what I mean
exercised.
when I say that he's gonna explode one day, because that's just not normal
Yeah.
to do.
It was. I'm not usually that petty, but like I had a moment.
Lily's gonna say the wrong thing to him, and then all of a sudden
He's gonna rip Lily in half.
He's gonna be like, guys, I don't think I'm gonna be on the podcast anymore.
I killed my girlfriend. He says it that like apathetically.
Yeah, I killed my girlfriend.
that's what it
Well,
is,
first,
man.
when I even understand what he says at first.
Yeah.
I killed my girlfriend. I'm like, excuse me.
I don't think that's not as insane as you guys are
I
making it.
killed my
Killing your girlfriend?
No, ripping her shirt.
I think that King. I think it's crazy that you don't think that that's
Because
crazy.
she
Destroying
also
people's
destroyed-
property?
She also destroyed my shirt.
Not on purpose.
That's true. No, we were play fighting. and she
Exactly.
did it.
That's why it's
And
crazy
I was
to
like,
me.
you know what?
Jason.
I love the shirt too.
But you,
and I was like, I
you
love
went out
this
of your
shirt.
way. It's like it's the whole thing about like say the intent matters.
Look,
it's like murder
it's
versus manslaughter.
it's absolutely-
You didn't mean to kill someone versus you went out to go kill them.
Look, it's
You're doing
it's
10 years
absolute-
for men's laughter.
Yeah, man's laughter.
Have you saw you
No,
seen
what
the
is
naked,
that?
the Naked Gun trailer?
I didn't see that.
It's not bad.
Man's
probably gonna
laughter.
be funny.
I've seen
You're
the
doing
first
10 years for men's laughter.
man's laughter.
Must have been a pretty good joke.
I saw a
So
few things.
stupid.
I might check it out.
I'm probably gonna check it. If only just because like the novelty of seeing a comedy in theaters again.
yeah.
Like that's enough for me to be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm not confident it's going to be great, but
I just hope he goes hunts blacks. You know.
that's how it ends.
Yeah, he's like.
Stop. I think that'd be legendary if he was accepted that. Like I
If
think
he,
that'd
like,
be
if they
The end of
actually
the Naked
joked
Gun
about
is
it?
the end of the Naked Gun is Liam Neeson's face shows up on the screen, and then a turret shows up in the real movie theater and kills every black person.
I finally
I
got
finally completed my hunt.
I finally found him. I finally done got
Statistically,
him.
I probably got it.
one. Statistic. Yeah.
It even pops up at home if you stream it. A drone flies to your house.
Holy shit! I avenged my friend. I don't actually even remember
Why
what
Why
happened.
is he
It's his
doing-
cousin.
why
He's
does he have that
Scottish.
accent?
He's Scottish.
That sounded like fucking
I avenged
Ghost of
my
Tsushima.
friend.
for
He's
a
not
second.
Scottish. He's Irish,
Ghost
right?
is holy shit. He is Irish, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't think he's a Scot.
So I avenged my friend.
Same thing, pretty much. But like,
They're just happier, right? I avenged my friend. Me friend. I avenged me friend.
lucky charms.
That doesn't sound right at all.
It's me, Rachel Ghoul. Hey.
Rachel Ghoul?
Rach-
me, Rachel Ghoul.
Ghoul? Rach?
Rich.
Al Ghoul? That's all they can say.
Al Ghul. Rich. Al
Rachel
Ghul.
Ghoul, haggis.
Haggis. Oh,
One of my friends tried to convince me that haggis was real, and she showed me a creature. And I was like,
I saw that.
What do you
not a
fucking-
I love
haggis.
that. That image made me laugh so hard when I saw like, look, this is a native haggis, and it was just like an AI image of like,
A fucking-
I guess somebody like prompted like, what if haggis was an animal? What would it look like?
like a porcupine fucking weird thing.
it just looked like a weird goat, and I just remember being like, oh my god, so many people are gonna look at this and they're gonna think like, oh, that's what haggis is.
That's what haggis
It
is?
tried to. Luckily, I heard of haggis prior, and I was just like, "Isn't haggis like a dish?" She was like, "Nah, dude, this is real haggis.
No, it's
This is the thing, man. You're just absolutely wrong. It's a real thing.
haggis ain't good, man.
So
I couldn't imagine eating something like that.
God damn
I
it.
couldn't imagine eating seasoned meat in Europe. I just couldn't imagine doing it.
I have to
just-
restart my internet.
oh yeah.
I can't get the names.
Oh, because so we
Yeah.
did. Okay, gotcha. All right. Whatever. We'll
Sit tight.
we'll sword fight with our dicks while you're gone.
Maybe not.
I mean, I think we should.
Maybe not.
I think we can like finally compare penis size.
Talk
Talk about how big your pee-pee is, man. It's time to show.
It's a rare condition this day and age.
Big pee-pee.
Reading the good book, reading the good news on a newspaper page. Love and condition is a grand design.
Big pee-pee.
Some people say it's even harder to find.
Breaking some spines.
Well, there must be some
Some magic
magic
Jews.
Jews that control all the media. And all I see is Jews on TV controlling everything on every screen. It's the Jews.
Kids gon' die.
It's the Jewish, you know. They're fucking Israelis. Did you make a sideways face, you stupid? It's like the Drake album.
Which one's that? Is that one Suck Me Later? Which one's that?
No, it's Never Be the Same Again.
Never Be the Same Again?
Yeah.
That was that one?
I love that album actually. I actually do like old Drake a lot. I'm a big fan of
He's
old
not
Drake.
I didn't used to have any problems with him until he started like I think he just something he I think just like him not being himself got to him.
I think he got lazy. I think he got really lazy in a way that wasn't cool.
Who?
Drake. I think he got really lazy.
Like I don't even have a problem with his. To me, it's just like, you know how some people they start having identity crises.
I think the problem is this, right? I think Drake was making, and he's made really good music, and then he's made pretty music for a while, and then what happens is I think it got to a point. It's insane.
I was registering that. I was looking at this drawing. This is the least funny thing I've ever seen, but I'm somehow like, it is hysterical to me.
Let's make it a face. Supposed to be Arnold.
Arnold's profile.
That's crazy.
That is so insane.
But for me, it's like I think he made good music, but then he started getting accolades for music that he didn't deserve anymore.
Sure.
And it's like, oh, you're lazy. And then people started hating him for it.
His music sucks, but to me personally, more because a lot of people can't keep up good music all the time. I accept that. But I have a problem with Drake where his biggest problem right now is that it just seems like he can't accept that he's not hood enough or something. That he can't accept that he's some dumbass actor from Canada. Because I don't give a flying fuck. But then he's like, oh, fucking Toronto's all hard. And he started doing all this stuff. And he started making all these moves. And then he started seeing how he was talking, the way he started dressing and presenting himself. Where I'm like, he's just a really fake person.
He started coasting a lot. I get that.
Like, I think to me, that's like the worst thing you can do is just not being your fucking self. Just not being authentic. Like Childish Gambino. Like, imagine if Childish Gambino got like that. If he just didn't accept that, Donald Glover is just like, I am who I am. And
I think the idea is that like a lot of rappers had to come to that terms with like, oh, I'm just not. It's whatever, dude. Because I think a lot of old rappers were thugs, but then it was like, oh, I'm just what the fuck.
Look,
are you
even
doing?
the ones that were cosplaying like that,
but a lot of them are cosplaying though. I think
from the beginning, I don't really care if they're cosplaying like that. To me, it's more of Drake started off being himself. Like fucking Young Money Drake was still a fucking nerd. And that was completely fine. And then at a certain point, he got older and then shit started to get to him. And he's like, I don't want to be this fucking nerdy kid anymore. I don't want to be the kid that says the hard R, what I'm trying to say. I don't know, you ever seen that clip of him? Where he says, that's that N-word. He says the hard R instead of like...
N-word's hard.
He's like, that's that N-word right there. He says the hard... Like, that was Drake. Liking, what was it? Like, he liked tuna and mayo sandwiches or whatever the fuck. Like his mom, he asked his mom for this like specific, like that's who Drake was. Now he's trying to pretend like he didn't grow up in Canada like that, and I think that's stupid.
Is it sad?
No, I'm just like realizing the. I'm trying to realize the doodle that we made by accident.
This is the least beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life.
I like him.
I think I'm a big fan of him. Personally.
I like him.
Let's read the names. I don't want to get out of here. I don't
like
want to
him.
hear no more.
It's pretty good. I like him.
This is what I saw when I looked at it. There you go. Look at him. Look how sweet.
Hell yeah.
All right. Hopefully,
Power pole extend.
hopefully the internet works. Oh, thank God. That would have been really fucking annoying.
Yamcha, watch out!
Yum Chigger.
Yam Trigger's crazy. And he's like, what?
What?
Why'd you call me that?
Why would you call me that?
Do you think a second
Have you
form
seen that?
cell is
Have you seen that
blackface?
video of like Jamba fucking Stitch, or the audio of Jamba fucking Stitch, where it's Jamba going like, "Who make that mess? Who make that mess?"
That's so disgusting.
It's fucking heinous. I thought I saw you like it on Instagram.
I might have. in one of my fucking benders, one of my bullshit benders.
Instagram real benders are real.
My Instagram is because it was women too much, and I unfollowed all the girls. I unfollowed every woman, and I cleansed my timeline, and then it just turned into bullshit. Like straight up, like insane bullshit.
Porn and bullshit. That's all it is.
I saw a video of a dog like getting like. There's a video of this guy that like he's somewhere in like the Middle East, and they have a bunch of like little wild like random puppies. It's like all over the place, and some guy like ran and like he went to the puppy, he's like, oh, come here, and they checked his hand, and he grabbed it and he started tickling it, and I was like, oh, that's so cute. Then the next video is a guy stepping on a manhole that fucking flew off, and the guy went up and a manhole landed, and the guy did it.
I saw a video a long time ago of like some.
I was like, what is this?
I saw a video a long time ago. Some guy they were doing like the airbag under the seat prank, but like they aimed it wrong or something, and so like he was sitting in the chair and then his legs flew up the opposite way.
Oh,
and he was just like, ah! It's just like you could not fuck up a prank worse, man. Damn. Jesus Christ! Imagine kicking your own dick.
Imagine kicking yourself in the mouth. Imagine breaking your nose when you kick yourself.
That's crazy.
Like the guy with the air cannon down his pants and it killed him.
That's just crazy to me, man.
Crippled a dude.
That still doesn't really make sense to me. Like that must have been such a vacuum sealed pair of pants,
and just so unfortunate. Like perfect. Like just like anybody else that wouldn't have happened.
It's crazy.
He's gone.
It's crazy.
Like that guy's gone.
It's crazy the speed at which you just have to give up. You know?
Yeah.
He was just doing his job, and then like.
It's a cadaver.
Done.
Like that fast. It's like, oh, that's just some.
That's a bag of meat. That's a bag of meat.
Start donating. Just cut them open immediately.
His friend did a dumb prank and killed him.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, imagine
and now he has to live with the fact that
are gonna blow air down his pants. So we're gonna make his pants all big. Blood flies out of his mouth.
and now
that must be so panic-inducing, though.
What, like dying?
To do that?
Because you kill somebody by mistake?
Because you just mean to be like almost like a little.
Yeah.
And then he's dead, and he's like his insides are exploding.
And you gotta be
it's the most you can. That is the most you can harm somebody by doing something that is, by your intention, is like the exact opposite. Like casually exploding someone's entire insides is crazy. Like I could see you like maybe casually, like maybe accidentally, like pushing someone off like something, or like tripping somebody down the stairs, any number of things that could like be harmless in theory, or like you're moving and you accidentally like knock somebody off balance, and then they land and then they're dead, but they're still like maybe they hit their head or something. To have somebody's insides become liquid as a result of like a harmless is truly insane.
It's so funny because that guy
next level stuff.
Everyone in that situation didn't know what was going to go wrong.
The conditions, man, like for that to happen. That's the thing. That's the
maximum damage to minimum.
Rolling ones, dude.
That's the most maximum damage to minimum intent.
Yeah.
That's like rolling a critical fail into a critical hit.
Oh yeah.
It's like, okay, I guess this is gonna be. Oh well, you murdered him. You mean to punch the enemy and knock sense into them? You killed your ally. Good job. You killed the healer. Now the healer's dead. You can't get res.
Insane.
Awesome.
I'm gonna follow up on that case and see what's going on with it. See what happened to the dude.
Look it up. I'm curious. In the meantime, we're going to read the names of our $25 and up patrons over at patreon.com/the Snark Tank. Remember, you can go over there, early ad-free access, all that stuff, exclusive episodes. Just pop on over there if you want. I was waiting for the cut.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay, I was waiting for the
sucking dick in motion.
They think you'll understand this niggas in motion. So I can be gay with you hand in hand. You don't like Goofy movie?
Is that what you were doing?
I was trying.
If we
listen,
bomb every single
If we
Palestinians.
Palestinians will never have to worry about Iran, and maybe Gaza's the reason why. For the first time, wait. We're making these Muslims die.
Is that eye to eye?
We're making these Muslims
But the I stands for Israel.
He's fucking dancing and shit. The way they did that poor guy is so sad. The whole story about him, how they found out he was gay and they completely ripped every single thing they had from him, even though he was like fucking objectively extremely fucking talented.
Oh, the guy who did Powerline?
Yeah, it's so fucking unfortunate.
Dude, they fucked his butt and they threw him out in the gutter.
They fucked his butt hard.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, we'll show you who's gay." They fucked him, and then they threw him out.
You think you're gay? You think I'll show you
yeah,
gay?
they show you, and he's like, "Just because I'm gay doesn't mean I want to be raped." And they're like, "I don't care.
I don't care. I mean,
Same thing. You're saying tomato.
it's good to meet you. My name's John Evil. I don't
John Evil.
I know my name might alarm you, and it should. But
My name is I Am Evil. Prepare.
His name is I Am Evil. That is crazy. My name's Damian McEvilson.
3, 2, 1.
I would trust Dan Bongino and Cash Patel with my life. They are so trustworthy, and turns out Epstein was a good guy. Oh, God. That actually rhymed. I didn't mean to.
All right, read them.
Pretty good.
I counted you down.
Oh, you did? Do it again, but this time
3.
in Mandarin.
I can do it in Japanese.
Mandarin, he said.
I said Mandarin, like the guy.
Like the Mandarin.
Am I gonna take the step? Yeah, I'll do it. Tony Stark.
Okay,
Fuck
never mind.
you.
Never mind.
Fuck you, Tony Stark.
Kingston pulling. All right, these are the names now. Kingston pulling a dog's legs. See, they do stretch. A lot of people
just grabbed JoJo and yanked his leg.
a lot of people understood what was going on with that conversation, but a lot of people, there were some people that were like, "Do they really not know animals stretch?" It's like, guys, come on. Rowan,
I can't believe that bit went on that long.
it did go on for a while.
It went on that long.
Keep up, people. Please keep up. Please keep up. Don't listen to Cash Patel.
Don't listen to Cash Patel
the Frog
and his
comes in.
fucking lazy eye.
It is lazy eye. That's
I want to slap it back in the shoe.
Don't you slap it?
It would make like a rattling, like empty spray can sound.
What have I done? I've been a piece of shit for so long.
Oh,
His eyes
man.
fixed. You slap it out again, and he's like, "No, Epstein's great."
It turns out we were fucking silly. We were dumb for thinking there was anything weird about it, in fact.
Epstein's completely fine.
I love Epstein. He's the greatest man alive. He's better than FDR. He's better.
Epstein's completely fine. Epstein's perfectly fine.
We used to call him Epstein because he was so cool.
FDR is crazy.
Somebody smite me. Somebody give me lightning.
Rowan Meek, the dead spider. I put a mortar launcher on the boot of my Fiat Punto.
Sounds crazy.
That's every word of that sounds
Fiat
insane.
Punto.
Fiat Punto? Is that a real fucking car? That sounds fake
I
as
guess
fuck.
so. I mean, Fiat. I've always hated that fucking name, Fiat.
I don't give a fiat.
You know what they say about Fiats, right?
No.
Why they call it a Fiat?
No.
It's an acronym for "Fix It Again, Tony." That's a real dad joke.
Is that real?
Yeah, fix it again. Tony. It's like, oh, I don't even know how.
That's so crazy. That's
Yeah.
people would do that on purpose.
Yeah.
Tell those jokes.
Fix it again, Tony. It's actually the
Fiat
pilot.
Punto was a super mini car. Okay.
Okay. Pilot King of the Hill makes
Looks
that
like
joke.
shit.
But it was like, it's trying to talk about Hanks Ford.
Oh yeah.
It's like, you know what they call it that, right? Like, fix it again, Tony. He's like, that's a Fiat, you idiot. And he was like, F-O, Dale. I don't know.
Dale.
That was pretty good. I'm gonna start watching it again and get ready for the new.
We don't know.
Basically.
So yesterday,
to say, Hank?
I went to buy cards, and I bought a Star Wars card in a little pack.
Yeah, it's cool.
Little pack.
That's sick.
Delta
I'm
Gamma.
not done yet. So I bought a little pack, right? Got it, opened it up.
Easy myself into an upright Wii remote.
I was gonna throw it away, right?
Nice.
What were you saying?
I was gonna throw it away, right? And I looked at it. I was like, oh, this one has numbers on it, whatever. So I looked at it, looked it up. It's a serialized card that's worth almost $2,000, and I was like, oh,
Hey, nice.
nice. And I ripped it immediately.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
You put it in your ass.
I ripped it immediately. I put it in a top loader, and then I put the
was
top
gonna
loader
say-
in ice, froze it, then shoved the whole thing up my ass, and waited till it melted.
That's pretty cool, man.
That's pretty epic. Anyway, easing myself onto an upright upright Wii remote. Upright Wii remote.
upright. We remote.
It's kind of tricky to say.
We will.
That was an impulse. I fucked him so hard I made that booty queef.
Guys,
What?
there's several cases of people getting killed by air pressure.
How many are in India?
So,
I'm just asking.
no, dude.
Easy, bro.
Be honest. How many of
They're
those are in
all
India?
from India. Gujarat, whatever.
All right, relax.
Gujarat.
Gujarat, India, January 28th. This just happened.
I mean, oh no.
A man named Prakash Vankar died after his cousin inserted a high-pressure air compressor
In his ass?
into his rectum as a prank.
Wait, what?
There's one that just
Into his
happened.
rectum?
There's one that happened 2 months ago. A 30-year-old laborer in indoor reportedly died from after several coworkers pumped compressed air to his body.
What is wrong with people, man?
Dude, India's wildin'. Bengaluru, India, in March of last year. This is probably ours. 24-year-old man after a friend directed compressed. Yeah, this has to be the one that we saw.
Yeah.
In his anus with a compressed hose, air press. Yeah. So that was the one in 2024, and there's another one that happened. Oh, this is the United States. We have one, and there's an OSHA case. So even I like how it says even in the U.S. I like that it says that. Even the U.S. OSHA reported a fatality involving a worker who died when a coworker injected compressed air into his rectum during. Why are so many people are putting air pressure into people's asses, especially in India?
This should be like one of the first things you learn not to do. It
What?
seems.
In second grade, like, hey, remember, don't use the designated air cannon for freaking sexual assault.
Bro, like
Okay.
like you understand how much pressure comes out of the thing.
No, they don't. That's the thing.
They probably do. They
don't.
probably only
They
have a
really-
vague idea. They don't understand what it does to a body. You know what I mean? They understand what it does in theory.
They
but
understand
they're
what
like,
it does to really thick rubber when you're fucking blowing up a tire or something,
They
or
don't get it.
or whatever. Many things when you need whatever. Yeah.
Why are you surprised?
I'm not. I shouldn't be at all. Right. You're right.
Literally fed this toddler. That's so funny. Even in the U.S., it's crazy. Literally fed this toddler last week.
I'm gonna ask why it keeps happening.
Why
in
is it still
India.
crying? Yeah.
Why does this keep happening in India?
Squimp is Bugs. Clamuel Esquire the third. Creator Clash match Kingston with versus his grandmother at her lowest is insane. Colin Moriarty. Sween hating gay Beatles is a psyop to stop King Dad. Hitting things with a rock until they stop moving. What are you looking up?
Murder?
Well, yeah.
Murder?
Shrimp Obama be like, wait, Shrimp Obama?
Shrimp Obama?
Shrimp Obama be like, let me fry this rice.
So stupid.
I'm sorry.
Shrimp fried rice sounds good though.
Yeah, actually, Loki, like that made me understand
Pork
what I
fried
wanted.
rice sounds pretty good.
What did you say?
Some pork fried rice.
Pork fried rice?
I am more of a pork fried rice person.
Yeah.
Fried rice in general,
Or
like
chicken fried rice.
Daikokuya in Old Tokyo makes the best fucking fried rice I've ever had in my life. It makes me so mad.
Tell them to bring it over.
You guys ever had souffle pancakes?
I think so, actually, somehow.
I had them in San Diego when I went recently, and they're so good.
Yeah.
They're so
What
good.
is the difference? What's the makeup of that?
They're just like, they're just fluffy. They're wider. They're usually smaller. They're just like really fluffy pancakes. Like souffles are.
Oh, I see.
I mean, I don't have a lot of run-ins with souffles, to be honest with you.
Souffles are kind of like airy, fluffy. Sort
yeah,
of like,
they're difficult to bake.
you make too much noise, they flatten. That's an over. People over exaggerate when I was growing up. If you're like possibly like, I don't know, like using sledgehammers outside, it might fuck with. Other than that, you're
If you're loud, it fucks with it?
technically, yeah. That'll probably be the highest of the high ones. If you fucking scream the N word, it might flatten.
That's crazy. That's awesome. I love that. Colin Moriarty. I'm going to kill the president with a mortar. Kill me or release me, parasite, but do not waste my time with cock. Colin Moriarty, 2 rats in a trench coat, Sam Porter bitches, sedating and ushering Sweeney to an ophthalmologist to fix his vision since he's inept at everything that's not being dumb and gay. Imagine Dragon Sween's sweaty taint on Tofi's eyes. Don't call me Tofi. That's crazy. Tofi is insane.
Toofy.
Guys, I completely made up the Mr. Krabs molting thing. I didn't know Sween did that for real.
I don't remember
anything.
Context.
Sort of like this, if that makes any sense.
Oh, that looks kind of good.
Yeah. I want to get some of these so bad. They got blueberry ones.
Where they have that?
A place called Molto's Tea Cafe. Apparently, it's pretty far away.
That's Pasadena, probably.
Yeah. So fucking
Pasadena
good.
has a lot of good, like, they have, like, crepes and stuff. There's a lot of that kind of stuff over there.
Yeah, especially near Old Town. Like, a lot of fucking, like, just...
Had a crepe for the first time, like, last year.
Grapes are good.
Yeah.
They're good. I prefer French toast always, but grapes are good.
French toast is the GOAT.
Yeah.
You can't beat
really
French
good
toast,
pancakes.
really, generally speaking.
It's so good.
French toast and, like, Texas toast are, like, the supreme toasts.
Texas toast is very, very good.
It's fucking
I have
fantastic.
some in my fridge right now.
It's fantastic.
It's unreasonably good. How little effort it takes to be good. It's insane.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, cheese mousse souffle pancake.
You're making me hungry. Stop,
Oh, man.
Guys. Berserker, Beetle's big bouncy backside, Reckless Rhino, the Sloker 2, Why So Derpy. I can only come if someone yanks me on my balls like a bell ringer.
That's good.
Crably Shrimpson, Pixelome, and Hanukian, and Yahweh Jerobi. You fuck. Listen, man. Whatever. Jordan Skeeterson.
Nice.
Beetlefucker 12577. The fucker. I'm coming. But what is it to come?
What after he fucking comes, he's like talking to himself.
He's gargling it. Damo Nation, the worms bursting out of RFK Jr.'s face like Diego in Dead Rising 3 whilst he's on trial. Okay, first of all, referencing Dead Rising 3 is wild.
That is pretty wild.
I don't know any, like, because I
didn't play 3.
I never played.
I think I did because it was like one of the
I
only
played
games
2.
on Xbox.
I played 2. 2 is when you play as the other dude, right?
2 is when you play as like
That action movie star
the
dude, right?
blonde guy.
Yeah.
Frank East.
What's that instead of Frank? Wiener? I guess instead of Frank, it's Wiener.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Wiener East.
Wiener East.
Wiener East. Shut up.
That's so dumb.
Shut
That
up.
is so many
It used
leaps.
to be
or
beans.
burger. Or burger.
Well, like Franken beans or something.
Burger
Frank
East.
This is my
Burger
nemesis,
East.
Frank and Beast.
Burger East. That's
But
not
yeah,
a Frank, right? A
but-
sausage? No, it's
guess
sausage.
I remember liking Dead Rising 3. I just don't remember playing much of it.
That's the one when you played as Frank again, right?
No, you play as like some fucking Mexican.
Diego or something, you said?
Maybe, yeah.
Imagine playing as a Mexican.
You play as like
in the
some
world.
mechanic or something. It was actually, I remember it being
Oh,
kind
you
of
can make
novel.
cool shit, actually.
Yeah, you can
really
make cool stuff. It just wasn't, I mean, Dead Rising as a premise is pretty flimsy, honestly. Like, there's not really much you could do with that. Was never like a franchise, really.
I feel like it came out late. It was like,
It just came out too late, yeah. It was like way later, and I remember being impressed by like the amount of zombies on screen, but the frame rate was fucked, so I couldn't stick with it too long.
That was a PS3 game, right?
No, it's Xbox One. It came out on Xbox One exclusively.
Yeah.
So terrible idea.
Yeah, well, hindsight. Whoops. Fondled by a carny on the Ferris wheel, Derek not Chauvin is innocent, hashtag free him. What the fuck is going on with those naked ass wiping bears?
Oh, yeah.
Is it a fetish? Round-eyed Asian now able to say the N-word with Pride Month being over. Jeffrey Epstein had no client list, according to Trump's Justice Department. Boy, I love living in a country run by kid diddlers. Yeah, it's crazy. It really is truly wild.
It sucks.
Like that is just like...
Everyone's laughing at us.
Yeah, as they should.
Yep.
Ugandan Kingston. Do you know I'm gay?
Yeah. I am going to kill Lily.
I miss him. I miss Ugandan
Uganda
Knuckles.
Knuckles was fun.
He was fun.
Because he was like racist. It was like racist.
Sure.
But like
Not insidious.
charming. Like it was like a charm. Like yeah, it wasn't insidious.
It wasn't evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just silly.
It was good. It was a good time.
That was a fun period of time. 2017. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, 2016, 2017. Not a bad time. Gay actor Michael Douglas.
Nice.
You got that dog in you. Well, I'm in a dog. We ain't the same. Blonde, blue-eyed German physicist heavily doubting Sween's scientific education. Stick to Digimon, buddy. Dude, this fucking car kicks fucking ass, and I can't watch fucking Madagascar. Dude, this fucking car kicks fucking ass, and I can watch fucking Madagascar while I'm fucking driving.
I don't. What's
The fucking Family Guy clip. It's the guy is like,
oh,
watching
the Rumsfeld
Madagascar,
guy.
like when he's like, now I'm gonna merge without looking or whatever the fuck.
At the very end, he goes, "Yeah, Rumsfeld," and I was like, "That's such a like very specific."
That's such an of the era.
yeah,
joke to make.
like
yeah.
nobody knows who the fuck Donald Rumsfeld is. Like, that's,
I remember the
like,
name.
Yeah, it's Bush shit, Bush era shit.
But by the way, I'm playing Death Stranding still. Dude, the character models in that game are crazy.
Yeah, insane.
Like,
Absolutely
it is
insane.
Genuinely fucking
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it's crazy.
I keep looking at it, I'm like, that looks like a real person.
The end
and
of the
it's fucking
game,
with me.
there's some shit that happens that because I watched the the story of it.
Oh, great. Shut up.
But there's some shit that happens that like you're gonna see it and you're gonna be like, oh my god, this is beautiful.
Yeah, I'm sure. I believe that.
Crazy shit, dude. Crazy.
I haven't played the first one.
I felt like
yet.
I dodged. I felt like the Matrix there. Just
I'm not gonna say anything about it. I'm gonna respect that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because that game that game has a twist.
yeah. Thanks.
You already
did too much.
Don't even get in there, man.
A Hideo Kojima game that's exactly as it seems on base level. Well, everything about this kind of seems exactly like it was gonna
That
be.
would be
That's the twist.
That would be a twist.
There's nothing crazy about this. Interesting.
Hey, it's all a dream. Norman Reedus wakes up. Oh,
He wakes up in his regular bedroom.
Yeah.
He wakes up in the beginning of PT.
You look at the game cover and it doesn't say Death Stranding anymore. It says Norman Reedus has a dreamus.
Norman Reedus has a dreamus.
What's opposite life?
Like, how did they do that?
It's crazy.
What's opposite of
It
strength?
activates.
Kojima's a fucking
Dude,
genius.
I would give it to him.
All
totally.
your kids
That
do
would
that.
make me believe that he's more than a person.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's
Duh,
like
duh.
you just retroact. What the fuck have
Does
you
a
done?
fucking a press conference and he just floats away after, and he's like, "Oh man, he's gonna talk about Death Stranding and that whole fucking crazy ass twist," and he just shows up
He's just been a pillar of light and
and
then
he
just
fucking
floats away.
Floats away. He
It's
doesn't
like,
say
oh,
anything.
Shit, dude.
Snark Tank nuclear expert saying Velveeta with a hard R like Velveeter. Thugzilla 2000 versus Medicaid cuts. GTA 4 swing set glitch on some Mario Bros shit after the bill passed. We at the Snark Tank support all actions made by Iran. Glory be to the Ayatollah. Oh man. Well, I love the Ayatollah. I love him. Yes.
I love him. Yes.
Oh, come on. What is going on?
I can't with Iran, man. I can't.
More Iran
that
stuff?
That whole story, that whole country situation is so fucking
Oh, it
sad.
fucked up again?
Yeah, what the fuck is going on?
I love California internet.
Somebody chewing on my fucking shit's been fine, surprisingly. I've actually since I've had it for a little bit over a year now, and I've maybe have had like
What
one
are we
problem.
doing? Come on.
I think there's a homeless man chewing on the line.
It's gnawing.
He got
straight
fiber
through it.
optic. He's like, I need fiber.
Fiber seasoned so well.
See him digging through concrete.
That is the scariest thing. Someone digging through concrete like you would dig through suds of a fucking bathtub. Just cutting straight through it.
Like, I'm done. I'm done with this place.
This guy's chewing concrete like bubble gum where it fucking cooked.
Oh, that's annoying.
What's up?
It does, you know, sometimes when like it'll say like no internet,
Yeah.
but like it doesn't say that. It says I'm wired.
Yeah.
It's just not loading.
Jackpot.
Okay, it's kind of loading.
What about
What the fuck? That is crazy.
what about using the browser version on your phone? Do you have a
I'm not signed into ours
no?
on my phone anyway.
Do you have
Do you have service here?
sucking
I'm on
penis,
Verizon, so I don't.
sucking penis,
Because I don't have service.
sucking
I'm on
penis.
SOS right now.
You're on SOS.
What the fuck? What network do you have?
I have Verizon.
Verizon's bad, not good for over here.
It's terrible.
Verizon's
Oh,
very
my-
East Coast centric.
I mean, we
I
used
can
to
get
be
phone service in the trains,
yeah.
like in the train stations in New York. But like, do you have it? Maybe.
I can.
Like, can you log in?
Let's see.
Because this is just not. I'm not. I don't want to have to restart every time.
What page did you leave off? Do you remember what you left off on?
Awesome.
Not even at all.
Okay.
At the end of the first, I
click
clicked the second page and it's not loading.
All right, let's see what happens if I try to get him through.
I love internet issues.
IDF.
Sucking penis, sucking penis,
Sucking penis, sucking dick. Yeah, there you
Excellent.
go. On the same page with that one.
IDF. I don't fucking like Israel.
That's crazy.
Come on, what? Why can't? Sometimes I just want it to auto complete just the website and not an entire fucking link. Like there'll be in a history, and it's like, oh, patreon.com/ like all this other shit, and I'm like, what about just patreon.com? I visited that.
Yeah.
Why can't you just have that pop up? Oh, I'm a fucking retard. Fuck it, it was on your Wi-Fi, and I was like, why is it not working? Okay.
God damn it.
All right, let me see if I can get in.
This has never happened before, actually.
It's connected to the email, right?
Yeah, it should.
I think I'm okay. Yeah, I'm signed. Oh no, I'm signed out. Come on. I don't remember the fucking password.
All right, I guess I'll restart it again.
Or just, this is good enough.
No. I'll try and speed run it the next time we get a fucking.
No, we'll figure it out. Hold on.
Oh yeah, there it is. There's the globe.
Oh, the globe's there.
The globe popped up with no fucking internet.
Damn bum chewing our shit. Let's see. Oh, let me try to download. I swear, I thought I used to have the Patreon app.
You
Why
can
did I get
trace
rid of
this
it?
problem right directly back to women.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually,
Israel, Israel,
Israel's doing this to us.
Israel's the greatest. We gotta kill Palestinians.
Palestine, they started the problem by just being located where we want to be.
All right. Hurry up and download, motherfucker. Here we go. We're going to try it. Well, there's probably not going to be any data. Oh, it's the same thing. Fuck. Why am I signed out? I feel like I shouldn't be signed out.
Yeah, don't you post stuff?
Yeah, but I guess I do it on the PC,
Yeah.
but I just feel like I don't remember the fucking password,
I don't have it
man.
off the top of my head. I'd have to go into my. Actually, wait.
Oh, you might have. Wait,
Google.
Are you signed into your? Are you signed into the Snark Tank email on your phone?
Yes.
If you are, you can sign into Patreon.
I'm trying to see switch account. Of course I'm not. Of course
It says you're signed out?
Of course I'm not signed in on my phone.
Oh my god, why is it?
Oh my god, of course.
I can't remember the fucking. Oh, let me check. Maybe the password was last sent in the thing at some point.
We're not talking.
No, we got this.
We're not mentioning passwords out loud, are we?
No.
I mean, we're not saying the password.
I'm just. Yeah. Okay.
I'm not fucking retarded, man.
It's not you I'm worried about.
Well, I can't even get on the webpage to look because
You're on SOS.
because I'm
Oh
not
yeah,
sure
you're
if
on
it-
SOS.
Let me see. if I can get-
Sending out
An ID. Sending out the ID.
Jesus Christ, that's terrifying.
Sending out the ID.
That's crazy.
That's pretty good, actually.
That's very good.
Way better than I thought it would be. Oh,
Okay, I think
looks like we're back.
Oh, are we?
I mean, maybe?
I guess give it a try. Ooh, what does that say? Joe Rogan desperate to wash Trump's. God, I need better glasses. Stench off of him.
I love Kyle Kalinski's titles are fucking hilarious.
It's pretty. I remember one of them. It's straight up just had like swear words in the title, and I'm like, oh, this guy's just like
Fucking idiot
Yes.
can't stop gargling penis.
my haters.
That video of him talking about somebody like I can't remember what it was or who he was talking about, but I sent it to you guys I recorded it off my TV and sent it in our text chat. because it fucking killed me because it sounded like something that we would say. But he was talking
Kyle
about
is really funny.
he was talking about how like it's like you snorted a bag of dicks live on air, bro.
I think I might have found the password. I'm gonna try it out. Oh, unless your shit's working.
It is. We are back.
Oh, good. Never mind.
Okay.
Thank God.
I'm gonna try and make it through this faster then. Jack WFM, fuck Toyota, the lame cunts winning every rally this year, and fuck that French freak Ogier.
They are freaks.
On my way, can't you see? He's gonna eat my butt. All my sexes are with men. That's why I hang my hat on his weenie by George Gay.
It's just so obvious. His name is George Strait, so of course it's gonna be George Gay.
I think Jorge Gay is better.
Jorge Gay.
Jorge Gay.
Jorge Gay. Jorge Gay.
No,
Don't disrespect SA and the big fundamental. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that
Big
is.
Meaty Stinks. Canola Joe has teamed up with Pizza Time. Naked Fishing League. NFL sponsored by Ford F-150. Dandy Andy, the leader of the Spiderfucker Party. The Predator versus Autism Speaks. Kingston's internal monologue sounds like Jar Jar Binks. Heath eating truck stop sushi on the regular.
That's crazy.
Gids, low tier gooner. Fuck Israel and Tel Aviv. I said fuck him too. Your mother should have been pushed down the stairs when she carried you. Chris Solo episode featuring his crusty sock. Lily's brother steers the car's radio knobs. Kevin Durant's feet. Lots and lots of snakes on planes. That's pretty good. That's not bad. Fuck you, I ain't paying my TV license, bitch, Mr. Pants. Minnesota sports are the most cursed. Fuckface Unstoppable, Cardboard Pie. I replaced the R's on my Dodge Ram with W's, and now my engine sounds like Take On Me. Hot to go, FOGGOT Bros. I'm so gay, I fuck men's holes. Scott Stapping Young Lad. The Hidden Genius of Calling People I Don't Like the N-Word, a retrospective video essay.
The Hidden Genius is crazy.
The Hidden Genius is pretty good. Just cut Sweeney's pay already. Howling Dark. Can we get 5 big booms for Tel Aviv? Boom, 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 boom. Sweeney and Kanye for President 2028. Goon Devil, the man without cum. Imagine saying grape instead of rape. Search Peter Lorre fish battle. Adam ruins everything, but it's a super atom bomb striking the north coast of America. Tried Caribbean food, Pringles flavor. Meh.
What?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
There's no Pringles Caribbean, is there?
I mean,
This guy, he must be lying.
I think you're thinking of Pringles.
Pringles?
I still think that's crazy. That's still just as crazy.
I wonder if that guy's lying, if he's bullshitting or not.
I'm sure some bullshit fusion shit is happening elsewhere where they got like fucking Captain Crunch fucking Mofongo or some shit. I don't know. The thing to me is like they got Sour Patch Kids cereal, so now nothing is surprising to me. Like maybe there's a fucking I think I remember seeing.
Holy shit! There's a Caribbean flavored one. It's Caribbean spiced chicken.
This guy's wasn't.
There's a Caribbean flavored Pringle.
This guy wasn't fucking around.
Wait, really?
I didn't think that there would
Caribbean
be one.
spiced chicken.
Where the
curious.
fuck could I find that?
Yeah, I want that.
I've never had I guess.
I bet it sucks, but like I want it.
Yeah, I'll stop by Walmart just for a chance if they're there.
Yeah, like because that wouldn't be at 7-Eleven.
No.
Spice did he? This was in Australia.
Oh, what? That's even weirder.
Maybe an Aussie fool.
Do they even have Caribbeans over there?
No.
Probably 7.
It's probably like 8. It's probably
7.
8, and they're all fucking leaving.
They got
Probably 7 and they were there for vacation.
That's crazy. Imagine an Australian accent speaking Spanish.
They don't do that. And
Hola.
they do it in a Spanish accent.
Hola.
Because I've met Spanish
No.
people.
Orla.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine not.
I don't know how that works.
Would they say
Hola.
Orla?
Hola.
Orla?
Hola.
Como estar?
Como estás?
Como estar?
That's insane.
I just can't imagine that. I feel like the
Oh,
only
no.
place that has...
Míralo, eh?
I don't even know what the
Venga
fuck is
aquí.
That's not...
Venga aquí there.
That's not possible.
It's gross.
Aussies just have harsh voices in general.
Que la que hay.
I like the Aussie.
Halo,
I like the Aussie accent. I like some of them. Some of them.
Australian accents are fine generally.
That Outback.
The
shit's
crazy
funny.
shit is like why, like the
fuck is-
chocker and the yate. Did you end up seeing that? Was the Michael Cusack in the studio cartoon that I talked?
Oh fuck no! I forgot. I
forgot to send it to you. You'd get a kick out of it. Indiana Jones and the Jorking of the Crystal Penis. Me tink me guan take Kingston's life. Foul tarnish. Smitchy the Kid. Yush. In a New York accent, I'm scared of sharks, so I always swim with a gun. Listen to them. The children of the night was we come. They may the one above all, the supreme faggot.
Nice.
Craig the Canadian. Every day we stray further from the damned train, CJ. It's your boy Shawnee D, and thank God for Asian women. Thank God for Stellar Blade nude mods. Next page. Thank God it loaded. Cumshot Gaming. Grok is at Grok. Is this true? Hassan Piker is a champagne socialist. Liver King looks like if a tumor grew a human. Using the remote from click to pause time, Code Kingston from head to toe and come resume time, and then watch what he does from afar. Ginger Sweeney getting on better terms with his father, getting glasses and surgery to get rid of his tooth gap. Surgically removing your tooth gap is crazy. Nah, getting niggy with it. Nah. Whoa. Dr. Drip MH, Lord of all Drip, John Hinckley Jr., who shot Reagan in 1981, was released from prison in 2016 and now uploads original music on YouTube.
King shit.
Is it all about shooting Reagan?
I love shooting Reagan.
I should have missed.
That'd be so funny.
I shot Reagan and he deserved it. I bet it sucks. That's what's sad.
Ouch. Ouch, you shot me.
Oh.
Ouch, you shot me on Reagan.
Yeah. Oh.
Ouchie.
Ouchie, you shot me, but I guess.
Fauci, you know, Fauci was around when Reagan.
Ouchie, Fauci.
Well, ow.
Ouch, Fauci, ouchie.
Oh, well,
Bobo, kill that man.
It looks like you've shot me there. Well, ow.
Let's send drugs to black communities. It's
Mr.
your fault.
Gorbachev, tear the... Ouch. Ouch.
Mr. Gorbachev.
I got shot by...
Tear down the... Ow.
That kind of hurt.
That hurt a great deal.
Let's start the war on drugs.
Let's trickle...
What a role model. I love this guy.
Thank you.
I love Reagan.
Let's trickle down the money into my wallet.
Yeah. Obi-Wan Chablomi. So Gabe, they call him Slippin' Jimmy. Beetle Hooker in his beetle fishnets, sucking beetle dick for beetle math.
Ooh.
Pigeon Man versus Pigeon Lady death battle. Ooh, that's a good one. The Hey Arnold Pigeon Man versus the Pigeon Lady from Home Alone 2.
Yeah, dude.
That's a fucking fascinating one.
I think.
What's
I
the
think Pigeon Man
boomstick
wins.
in that other guy? Wiz?
Wiz, yeah.
Get them. Go talk to him.
Yeah, go talk to him. You know him, right?
Call him.
No, I don't.
Oh, what do you mean? Call him.
I thought you knew everybody who was obsessed with death.
Yeah. Call him.
No.
Give him a call.
I can't believe you have all these resources and you won't call him. All right, whatever.
I'm not gonna call Wiz a
Loser.
boomstick.
That's crazy.
You really should.
You really should.
You guys should invite Cammy from Street Fighter onto the podcast and make sure Chris isn't there for it. If that happened, I would be furious, actually. If that were somehow possible, if like we're in a realm where that was possible and that did happen, I would be fucking livid.
Tits and pussy explode out of her fucking like
we're
leotard or whatever. We're all clapping. And then you show...
Wouldn't Chris love this? We're in your house also.
You locked me out of my apartment?
Yeah.
Chris would love this. She went out through the window. Sorry, Chris.
That would be, yeah. Pigeon, whatever. Diddy charges dropped. Harry, I'm getting angry. Harry,
Diddy
Fake
charges got
scenario.
dropped.
He's like, man.
I felt like
we
genuine.
didn't talk about it. Diddy charges dropped. All those charges got
fuck.
dropped.
Oh yeah, that's right.
right.
Oh guys, by the way, just totally slipped my mind. Turns out Diddy was also just misunderstood too.
Yeah,
It happens sometimes, I guess.
Very minimal charges.
Well-
what he got charged was very minimal.
What's
Yeah.
crazy is that
I guess it was just all one big misunderstanding.
Cassie's life is in danger for the rest of her life now.
Yeah.
Good.
That's crazy. That's
The
insane.
weird thing is, I feel like her representative said that like she was like satisfied with what, and I'm like, that can't be true, because the biggest thing that she brought forth, especially her getting the shit beat
was
out
the
of her,
constant of sexual abuse.
yeah, and on camera seeing her get fucked up, it didn't mean anything.
No, yeah, he got charged for that. He was getting charged with prostitution.
Yeah,
That's it. That's it. Not beating the fuck out of this woman.
yeah, not there was the biggest charge. Yeah, it's so he won essentially.
You know what's crazy? I think the lawyer overseeing the Diddy case is also connected to the Epstein stuff as well.
Really?
Like I think so. I think it's James Comey's daughter, which is wild.
Dude,
But God bless this country. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just saying, even if it wasn't, this is all fucking bullshit.
Dude, I keep looking at comment sections. They're all kind of being like, pretty sure violence is the only answer at this point. I'm like, I'm just like, damn, people are starting to talk.
People are tired, man.
They're talking. Yeah.
It's crazy that we blew our one storm the Capitol moment for such a dumb reason when there's like, I can't think of, the Epstein's a great, I mean, like, bro, what are you talking about?
Yeah. That's a great one. Hey, let's get these pedophiles out of here. No, these niggas got lied to. I know I won.
Well, Derek, if there was anything incriminating about Trump on the Epstein files, wouldn't Hillary have used it? Wouldn't the left have used this already?
No, because most of them are.
It sucks that they're...
Shut up.
It sucks that these people are so fucking partisan.
I know,
It's
man.
so annoying.
It's
It's
infuriating.
like, pussy. They're all guilty. Hillary sucks much less than Trump, but she could go to jail too, man.
Yeah, they could both.
Fucking Clinton, all the Clintons can go to fucking jail. I don't give a shit.
You could put them on the bus from Speed, and I would have no issue.
That'd be great.
You know, I would have no problem at all.
I want the bus they're on to flatten so hard. It looks like
a cardboard cutout of the bus.
It looks like a disc. It looks like a fucking. It looks like a fucking. What are those things called? The fucking posters. The ones that send you to heart. The ones you
Jackal.
Jackal. It's a jackal.
Harry Rectum, Wage Slave 583. Sween, please wake up. You've been in a coma for 2 years. You fell and hit your head and getting a blumpkin at the furrycon and then it cuts out. Papini Brothers, Jeffrey Epstein in the Minecraft movie be like, I am Steen. Donkerson, the colon swinging slasher PP gay Christmas album when in the Alliance Navy frigates. Oh, in the Alliance, Navy frigates are named for great battles in human history, which is why Shepard's ship is named the Normandy. No, I mean, I know that. I just think it's a good name. Me be fishy, a mean lesbian. Poop, 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 shit, poop. John Strickland, Mercs 1889, got incredibly annoyed trying to talk about rock music with someone who doesn't understand subgenres. As happened earlier, kind of. We were talking about how many subgenres are in rock.
Right.
The first Richard Keith David presents the concept of sucking gay right out of him. Sucking the gay right out of him, I see. Update on the coworker girlfriend. Everyone found out because she had 2 seizures and went to the hospital we work at, and I was with her.
Is she okay?
Yeah, what?
Hopefully she's okay.
What? Why are you giving her seizures, dude?
Don't do that part.
Why are you being such a dick?
Don't do that part.
Yeah, I know it's tempting. We've all been there. We've all had the opportunity.
No, Chris, shut up now. Keep reading.
No, I'm saying we've all had the opportunity.
He just did what I did. He just did me. No, I get it. But also,
Blake 896 pre-rods. I got lockjaw doing graveyard shifts at the dick sucking factory, and all I got was lockjaw, as previously mentioned. Netanyahu sounds like the guy from the Arby's ads.
Arby's, we bomb Palestinians.
Yo, guys, I am someone I went to school with, dude. This is crazy. I gotta tell you this real fast.
Okay, go ahead.
Someone I went to school with just sent me some messages, and I was like, so there's a guy that's going insane right now. There was like a prodigy kid that he thinks he's involved in time traveling and the government, and he thinks my buddy Ed that I grew up with is somehow involved in some collusion, and he's fucking with this guy. Like right now, he's sending me like stories of like, and he's of things that he's putting in stories. He's talking about like there was a brilliant kid named Gerald that did this stuff, and he's working with this GATE program, and he's working on very interesting research at elite universities, and he's doing things with Trump, and he's messing with stuff, and he thinks my friend Ed's involved somehow. And he's like, in his story, like, I don't believe Ed's a bad person. I do believe that they've been tricked into believing what they're doing is right. I'm not the enemy. I don't traffic people, abuse people, and mass soldier. Like, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? So someone right now is having a mental fucking breakdown and thinking people from my school are somehow colluding with the government or something. And then right now, my buddy Ed's just sending this to me right now. He's like, yo, what is happening? And I'm like, how does this happen?
Hey man, people go crazy.
Dude, yes they do. Man, it's much.
I don't even think it takes a lot.
You go crazy? No, not at all.
I feel myself on the verge constantly.
Do you?
Yeah, honestly.
I feel myself going dark, but not going crazy.
I feel myself going crazy. Anyway, read this name.
What is it?
Can you read that name?
Faggot von Figurenucker.
Very cool.
It's spelled Fageut.
EUT.
Yeah, faggot.
That's not bad.
Faggot von Figurenucker. Coming to Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Link. Jared Fogle.
Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
What was Izzy? What was it? Izzy is Israel born.
Izzy Israel's born. Using the tip of my dick as
Israel Adesanya.
Israel is
using
Told you it was washed. You didn't believe me.
using the tip of my dick as LA sidewalk chalk.
maybe his brain.
He's washed.
There's no Epstein list in Bossing Say. Nice. Accurate. Literally accurate. To the point. That's an Avatar Last Airbender.
Oh yeah.
You ever see it?
I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Good show.
There is no war in Bossing Say. And it's like, there's obviously a fucking war.
There's a truck
Das
outside.
Goopy jerking
Explosives.
it with so much lotion my balls stop being wrinkly. Kingston's dad picking up a gay little beetle off the ground. Kingston, my child, look, a delicious morsel, as he feeds it to him. Your dad used to feed you beetles, right?
No.
Yeah, me neither. Young Colin walling into the ocean with a big rock. Whaling? Walling. Weird. Stevie Wonder did a collab with Steven Seagal. Ziggy. Goldman, eh? Suju I can't read that shit, man. I just straight up. Suju Jujushka Jushudaman Sex Laxar and Iaskin Laxax. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Very cool.
I think I actually read that relatively correctly. Whatever. $25 for you because I'm killing the game right now. Pirate Software. Thanks, Pirate Software, for supporting our show.
Have you guys heard of that Irish fucking white racist dude that like does commentary on all this random bullshit? Like whenever someone comes out, he was like, "No one gives a fuck about any of these fucking things." It's some like he looks like,
I don't know, man.
he looks like, I don't know, he looks like every teenage ugly friend from like white movies in like the 2000s, but he's a boy, not a girl. I forgot his name. He complains about everything that comes out. But he said the funniest thing. He was like, "Of course I'm not going to watch this new show, Ironheart. Immediately, every single word."
Can you look it up?
I forgot what it's
Because I don't know what you're talking about. Critical Drinker is the only person.
I think it might be him. I think it might be him.
Oh, he's Scottish.
Yeah.
Scottish.
He's
I
the
had
one,
to like translate a couple layers.
he's like kind of like, he has a kind of a voice like this, and he's always like his cadence is like this, you know, like it's he's always doing this.
I know what
thing
you
when
mean.
he's
There's like a cadence.
the critical drinker. But like you're reminding me of that the guy that freaked out on the pronouns.
Oh yeah. Heels?
The heels versus babyface.
Let me see. Let me look at
The guy that fucking pronouns.
The Critical Drinker's cadence is really upsetting to me. There's something about it.
It
Like,
sounds so fake.
I don't even think
to
his
me.
videos are particularly egregious based on a lot of the things that I've seen. Like it's still bad, but it's like
I personally think
it's
they're
not
fucking
even
awful.
it's not even close. Like I've seen way worse, but still, like it's like the cadence bothers me more than anything.
It's this nigga.
Oh, I've never seen that guy in my life.
Oh, I've never seen that guy. He's a serial killer.
Watching his shit is crazy
He's a serial
because he
killer.
says the dumbest shit. He complains about things being written so poorly that in the middle of it admits, "I've never watched a single episode of it," and I'm like,
Well, they all do that.
What are you doing?
They complained about the show before it came out, and they said it's gonna be this, it's gonna be that. And I'm like, it literally hasn't showed.
The thing
you
that's
can't say anything about the show.
The thing that sucks about that stuff too is that like, guys, of course it's gonna suck. It's a modern Marvel TV show.
That's the
Of
thing.
course.
But see,
That's what's so bothersome about it is that you can't even really disprove it well enough because like they're not wrong to suggest that, oh, this cape shit slop is going to not be good. Duh.
Well, here's the
Duh.
thing. See, here's the interesting thing.
I think the problem is that the difference in
I
content-
wasn't talking. I wasn't talking.
bad. I turned you off. My apologies. You're right. Go ahead.
No, it's like the funny thing is they are wrong. No, because it's
about the specifics, and they also don't know that.
They focus on the wrong shit. Like there's things that
100%.
we could be like on like, oh, we're on the same page on something that is bad. But like particularly when they're talking about that, I use a guy named the Birdman as an example. Birdman, he used to just shit on CinemaSins. That's how his channel blew up.
Birdman,
like he would just be like, you just shit all over. Yeah, but he takes on the grifters. He's just like fucking. He's actually this black dude from South Central that's very arrogant, but I like him. Because he's like a very good looking guy. He has like money. He goes traveling all the time. He like throws it in their face all the time.
I'm rich and you're not.
And so he's very arrogant, but I'm also like, well, I mean, he is those things. So what can you say? But anyway, go check out his content because he takes on the Critical Drinker all the time. Hill versus Faith, all those fucking guys. And then he always talks because they all just recycle the same shit. They watch each other's content and say the same fucking
it's the same thing over and over again. It's like, is this woke? Wow, what a surprise it is.
Exactly. And then unfortunately, he shows the pattern that like they specifically focus on content that has to do with women and black people.
Yeah.
And then if it's something that happens to be good, that happens to be with a woman or with a person of color, they'll usually put it on their second channel like and review it like positively. And
the episode, like it's like I'm trying to think of like
his name is the Birdman.
The cadence of
the
like
Birdman with an E. The Birdman with an E.
Yeah, it's like the episode ends with She-Hulk twerking.
With twerking.
I can't even do the cadence right, but it's so weird.
It's very unique, and he's very. But also, like he like wrote a film, I guess. You see,
that's always true.
Oh, I know who he is. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So he does. Yeah. So he does really good content. But he made a film, the Critical Drinker or whatever, and it fucking has like a 4 point something on IMDb. It's fucking trash.
This is true. This is true. Generally, like if you're, I mean, most people who. I mean, I think about the Nostalgia Critic all the time when it comes to this. He made 3 movies, and they're all really not good.
His movies are crazy. Like, his movies are like, how could you critique things and then make something that bad?
The thing that's...
It's like, oh, okay,
well,
cool.
the thing about... I don't know how to feel about Doug, the Nostalgia Critic specifically, because, like, I think he's a little on the spectrum for sure. But then also, like... I think he genuinely loves movies. And I think he genuinely, like, when he criticizes something, it's more about, like, the energy. I think he is more... I think his character is more separated from him, actually.
Probably.
And so, because every time I've seen him talk about, like, movies as him, he's, like, very normal and even-keeled, and he's, like, not a freak.
Yeah.
So, like, to me, it's just like, oh, that's interesting. It doesn't make your movies good that you made them. But, like, I'm not that bothered by the fact that you have the gall to make things and then criticize things, because I think the way that you criticize things is so in character that it almost negates the fact that it's even legit. It's weird. I don't know. It's like this weird thing with him.
It's not as egregious as, say...
I think,
and he's not grifting also.
Exactly.
Like,
I said it's not as egregious as these grifters, because these grifters are like, I know better. This is all shit. Okay, now it's your time to step up and...
I think it's insane.
You're fucking trash and untalented.
I think it's very insane to critique something really
Ben
heavily.
Shapiro did that too. Like he was like he had like a script that nobody wanted. Like all of them. Like, Dave Rubin's a failed comedian.
Yep. They're all failed.
Have you seen his stand up?
I've seen it.
You've seen it, right?
I'll never watch it again. But
we should watch it again. We should have a
that fucking gave me
Was it that bad?
Gave me the shivers.
It is so jokeless. It's amazing. Like you could probably go up and I have actually no doubt. Like I don't think you would be a good stand-up comedian. I don't think any of us really would be. But like we would all do better improvising on the spot material than whatever the fuck he came up with on whatever set that I was watching. It was truly crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it depends on, because like right now some of the best stand-up comedians are just really good at crowd work.
That is true.
And I think we could. I don't know about you. I think it would be too insulting. But
I wouldn't be mean to people. I'm not like that.
I don't know. I think
I'd laugh at all I say. I would be like,
if you worked on some comebacks to have some like stock stuff, I think it could be good. But I think in the moment, you would say really mean.
I'm like,
you laugh too much at the things that you say
because I think they're funny.
Right, but like that's not good. It's not the best
I think it could work. I think
like Jalen could not be a stand-up comedian.
Oh no, he can't get his jokes out. But it'd be so funny to watch though.
That's the one thing.
He would be funny in a setting. Like I wish so desperately that I could like
Convince him to do that.
get the material together to like write a show, because I think he's a perfect character.
Yeah.
Like for a show.
He's the
for like
character.
a situational comedy kind of thing. Like scenarios. Like I want to see you in various circumstances. But like he couldn't like go up and deliver a joke, because if he delivers a joke, he's gonna laugh at it. And it's gonna make it seem like it's
I
gonna
think you can
it's
laugh at your joke as long as the joke is really, really, really funny.
I personally think it's really cringe every time a comedian laughs at their own material.
I think if it's really funny, it's fine. But I think
even if it's funny, because I think it's just like, what are you doing?
You know,
Like it just comes. I notice it where I'm just like, oh.
because I think that's the point of it.
It looks just like it's almost like when the laugh track starts in a sitcom, where it's like, oh, now you laugh because I'm laughing. You know what I mean? It kind of feels like you're telling some people this is the funny part.
I guess it's the timing, because like I usually see like say Dave Chappelle, for example. I see him he laughs a lot at his jokes, but it's usually after everybody else has laughed.
Right.
So it's like he tells the joke, everyone's laughing, and then he starts.
He almost uses it as like a segue into the next thing that he's gonna say.
But it's also just it's a human emotion. Like
Because I think
sometimes
I've seen Kevin Hart laugh at his own jokes.
I've
and
watched.
Kevin Hart's funny.
I'll watch many things over and over, and I'll still laugh at it.
I don't think
So-
Kevin Hart's funny at all. Actually,
I think for you to say that, I mean, okay, that you may not think he's funny. That's fine. He is funny.
As a stand-up, I don't think he's funny.
I don't care for it personally.
He's funny. He is funny. Like he may not be the funniest guy
I think
ever.
he can be a funny presence on a screen.
Do you see his role in 40-Year-Old Virgin?
I don't
Hilarious.
remember. I don't remember.
He's trying to buy something from they work at that like Circuit City type store.
Yeah.
And like he's just being so disrespectful. It's so fucking funny.
The idea of
I think he can be funny with written material made for him, but like I don't think every stand-up. I don't know. I've never seen a joke from him that I thought was like, wow, that's like an all-timer. Like not once. I actually can't think of a single.
There's a joke
piece of
he
Kevin
told
Hart
in his
material.
He told in his first stand-up about how he was at the zoo and like he had a fear that an animal would get out, and he thought like, what would I do if an animal got out and was chasing me? He's like, I would just throw my kid behind me and let it take my kid, and then just deal with the consequences afterwards. Or the time when he was running. Like I think he's pretty funny.
It just sounds like something you would say.
Yeah. So I mean, it
Look, I would just have to
the picture's painted now.
I would have to give it an earnest watch, but like from what I've seen of it,
I haven't actually. I don't know if I've seen his stand-up. I don't know if I've actually seen it, so I can't judge it per se.
Yeah.
I just know that like
I don't think he's a funny actor. I don't think he's a comedic actor.
I think it's the other way around.
I think it's the other way around. I'll put it this way. I think a lot of the movies he chooses are bad movies. But I think if given the right material, like he's funny in 40-Year-Old Virgin. I think I remember him being funny in fucking one of the Scary Movies.
Yeah, in Scary Movie 3.
Yeah, Scary Movie 3.
Well, and 4, because they basically do the same thing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Him and
yeah.
Anthony Anderson.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think he can be funny with the right material. I just don't find his material funny.
Yeah, I would have to see. Like, I would even because I remember he even did a. He's just. I even enjoy him in small bits where because he grew up in the scene with like say he was he even roomed with Patrice O'Neal for a while.
Yeah.
And like so they all were grew up in the same thing. So I think a lot of his comedy chops and busting balls is pretty good. He used to have a podcast called like Cold as Balls. Basically, it was like stealing hot ones. Like, oh, let's do something uncomfortable while we're having a podcast. And it was just they were doing ice baths. And so he would usually have on like certain
Athletes,
people,
yeah.
athletes and shit like that. And I enjoyed I think he's very charismatic. I think I don't care to see him. Like I don't want to be. Oh, I want to go see Kevin Hart stand up. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
But I do think he is funny, and I think he's a good host, good comedian. I get why he's popular. I would never go out of my way. But there are many people I wouldn't go see do stand up.
That's true. Yeah.
I
don't think I'd really.
I wouldn't go out of my way to see most people do stand up.
Right.
I would.
Right.
No one alive.
I would go to open.
Damn.
I would go to more open mics than I would set stand-up shows, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does to me.
Open mics to me are like
It's an experience.
cream of the crop type shit because
Well,
sometimes
that's raw comedy. That's why.
Well, yeah, but sometimes you get gold, and then sometimes it's just a room full of depressed people.
I think that's
like
what makes it
venting,
funny,
and it's
dude.
like it makes it way funnier. Have you ever gone to an open mic?
Yeah, I've been to a few.
Have you been to the ones at Flappers?
I went to one at Flappers, and it was so funny because there was this black girl who was dating an Armenian guy, and it was so funny because she was just like, they're really racist to me, and I hate this so much, but I love my boyfriend. Should I leave him? And I was laughing so hard.
We should go.
I was laughing so hard.
We should find.
I was like, she's venting. This isn't a show. This is a therapy session.
We should
And
find
I'm
a
laughing
day.
at her.
We should find a day to go to one of those open mics.
That'd be a good.
And just watch it.
I'd do
because
one.
it is mega fun.
I would do one. I would do it.
You would do one?
Yeah, I'd do it. Mike.
I would love to see that.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, no, I'd
Just go up with nothing.
I'm totally,
Go up there and
I'm
just
totally
talk.
heckling him.
You're gay.
That's
That's
I
gonna be
wouldn't
his joke.
do that.
Yeah,
I
right.
would talk. I'd be like, "Yo, what's good, guys? What's going on?" So,
Shut the fuck up.
like, you fucking somebody kill this nigga right now. Somebody with a gun. I know somebody has a gun in here. I know where we're at.
I know someone
has
has
a gun in here. Walk up to that guy, and it'd get laughs out of people. Then for the guy that's getting threatened with a gun, he'd be like,
Anyway.
what the fuck?"
Anyway, sorry, Miss Jackson. Badly brave. Who's a New York Nick?
Straight up.
Penis,
Someone kill this
Nafrum.
nigga right now.
A Theory needs help lowering his weapon in Halo 3. Melphis won. And rounding out our list as always is the king of haphazard.
Let's go.
An automatic weapon. You should have said some dumb shit. Dumb shit. Apologize right now. I will have to kill you. And he apologizes, so I still kill him.
That's like fucking The Simpsons with Rainier Wolfcastle. He's doing stand up and he fucking throws a grenade and shoots a machine gun. The crazy thing is, people are still there after he shoots the machine gun. He tells another joke and they still heckle him and then he throws a grenade. It's so stupid.
I think open mics are a magical experience. I went to one in Fishkill, up where we lived. And
There's a stand-up comedy
it
place
was
around?
when I lived over around there. So we went to
Where was the stand-up comedy place?
I think it was on the other side of the water.
I
So
know
it
there was a hotel around us that was like a big comedy scene. Like one of the actually like unironically like one of the literally one of the Holiday Inns or something. Like
the one by my house.
maybe like it was by yeah, kind of. It was like
What?
next to the Walmart or not next to the Walmart but like across.
Yeah.
Like that a lot of people did stand up in that lobby.
That
apparently.
is crazy to think about.
like cuz I heard like Jimmy Kimmel to tell a story about and Jimmy Fallon and like I've heard it mentioned on enough comedy podcasts where I'm like that's weird. That's because that's such a completely inconspicuous. Like you would have never even assumed.
I'm going to this plaza in this fucking stupid.
It might not have been a Holiday Inn.
Town.
It was something like that, like a Ramada or.
I would love.
something.
That's one right there. But I'd love to go to. I'd love to do a comedy show. I'd love to go to one and see like someone really bomb it and give them the most genuine like applause. Because I think for real, going up there and bombing and fun and like making it through, I think is the most like respectable thing ever.
It is really traumatizing.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna.
It is
talk
a
to you.
very, very. It's the most uncomfortable feeling I've ever had in my life.
I think part of bombing is allowing
bombing.
yourself to bomb.
Yeah, but like also like that is a wild feeling.
Yeah.
Like it is unlike anything.
Just no one laughing at your jokes the whole time.
Well, I don't think I had no like the 3 times that I did it. One was like what I would consider more of a bomb, and it was just like ooh, because it's just silent.
Tough crowd.
It's crazy. It was a Tuesday, but like whatever.
No one there.
I know. I know, but I didn't think about it that deeply. I was like, oh, I don't know. People are here. Like clearly they're gonna want this. But then like you think about like yeah, if you're out on a Tuesday night at a stand-up comedy club, you're probably not having a great time because you're not that willing.
I think the funniest part is baiting people, like just saying like fucking like I would just go up there and say racist shit, like just be like really like fucking right wing asshole. And then just engage with people.
This is why I want to see.
Then I would be like, I didn't mean any of that.
I want to
shit.
see.
This is mad funny though.
Yeah.
We should go to one, and you should just go up, and we'll record you.
Flappers would be interesting because like there's just
It's kind of a respectable place.
The place over here, especially
Somewhat, yeah.
the industry, it's not a demographic like say if you were to go further south where it's just a bunch of drunk poor people that would just kind of laugh at anything.
I want to do that.
It here would be much more like people willing to scrutinize you. And
Yeah.
I think that's what we.
They would hand you like a scantron of all the things you did wrong.
I do that. I would love to go up there. I'd love to go up there, fucking put on fucking Trump face, just go on there,
But like
and just be a complete piece of shit, and then see how many people I can aggravate. Because for me, my biggest joy is aggravating people. Knowing that people are mad,
biggest joy.
knowing that people are mad over
I'm a
stupid
good
shit
person.
about me is so funny. like griefing people, I try not to do it in games anymore. As it got too like necessary for me to have a decent day. But like seeing someone get mad over stupid shit is fucking funny, dude. It is.
you're not a good person.
I don't know, maybe not. I try to be a good person. I think I'm a bad person with good traits.
There you go.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
You know, like some people are shit people with shit traits. Some people are bad people with pretty decent traits. I'm that.
Like Epstein.
You said that, not me.
I mean, that's what our government says.
I still don't agree, but like,
I stand behind our government wholeheartedly.
Right. Did a couple of bad things, but I think he's a good person.
Did a couple of bad
overall.
things. Everybody makes
I think he's
mistakes.
done a lot of good stuff, good qualities to him.
Yeah. The government
Everybody makes
never lies.
Never's lied to us once. Never. This administration's perfect.
It's actually, now that you said that, you're so right.
Everybody makes mistakes.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Everybody has
Bye.
those days.
Peace.